All right, everybody, welcome back to the show. We are going to be talking about WrestleMania. We're going to talk about a couple other things that we've seen on these interweb streets. But before we get into that, first things first, Janae is fine. She's doing okay. She's living her best life. We love that for her. She did have some questions about wrestling in general and everything. So I answered those questions for her and they were
Oh
funny.
Lord.
But if we have time, I'll read it to you guys so you can hear what she said. But for now, let us discuss wrestling. So Alexis is she's gonna talk about something that's very, very important. It's a little bit of a Debbie Downer, but it is important nonetheless. So Alexis, you got it.
All right. So, I'll make this quick as much as possible. Um, I know we said for years, I know we said it here on our show, and we've seen people say it online that we need to protect each other, especially people like just everybody all around. Especially we need to protect the minor fans that are into wrestling because wrestling does attract a lot of kids. And like I say kids, but I also mean like 13, 14, basically anyone under the age of 18, right? So it was brought to my attention because one of the weird little niches that I have is that I like to look at internet weirdos. It's the best way to explain it in layman's terms. And there was one that actually kind of crossed paths with wrestling, and it has to do with Donovan Dijak. So there's this. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all because I don't care if he hears this or not because his little tough guy act don't scare me. There's this weirdo. His name is Nova Online, and I'm only gonna talk briefly about this guy because what he does or what he's done has made me physically sick. There's plenty of videos out there on YouTube that if you want to get more deep into stuff that he's done, I'm actually writing something right now for our Down for the Count page, but I have to go back and edit it and be careful how I word things because I'm afraid of IG nuking us completely for what I'm writing about. It's that bad. There's some great people you can look up. Smokey MCC is a good one. Kiwi Tapes, um, Major Chilla, all of them. All of them. I know it's YouTube names. No one comes up with a simple YouTube name. Okay, I don't know why, but anyway, this guy Nova, he contacted Dijak on a cameo. I'm gonna start interwinding it here. He contacted Dijak to make a cameo for this little quote unquote business he has making paracords, right? It's like paracord bracelets. And when they get stuff on Cameo, they don't know who it is. Cameo doesn't really flag people. They just pay him to do a video. So Dominic or Donovan took the money, made the cameo, and then Nova posted it to their social media. Well, word got back because a lot of YouTubers and wrestling fans noticed this. They got a hold of Dijak and they're saying, listen, don't know how to tell you this. This guy has been caught in multiple Discord servers being very inappropriate and very disgusting with minors. And Dijak, being the awesome guy that he is, um, he said, I had no idea who this was. He put it on Twitter. It's still on his Twitter, if you guys want to go see this. And he said, I thought it was just some old lady doing this for her church or something like that. I didn't know that this is a grown 22-year-old man who is an overall weirdo um, who does inappropriate things with minors on the internet. So Dijak took to Twitter, called him a bitch, told him to go fuck himself, and he took the money that Nova gave him and gave it to a charity that I looked it up. It's called Our Rescue, and it's a place to help end sex trafficking and child endangerment. So good on Dijak for that. And my thing is just like this is just for any parents, anybody under the age of 18. I don't know why you're listening to this show if you're under the age of 18. We're not exactly kid friendly. Um, but I'm a parent. Tiff has nephews. Nicole sees my child as her niece. We all know somebody we're close to that has kids in one way, shape, or form. Um, this guy needs to be brought attention. Like I said, there's a lot of YouTubers who are doing a great job and they have a stronger stomach than what I can do because I was trying to explain it to Tiff and a couple other of our friends who also have wrestling podcasts that are going to be putting this dude on blast. And he's overall a very disgusting human being. He interacts with minors or people that he thinks he's minors, and then he like uses it's the oldest trick in the book. He uses suicide baiting. Woe is me. I'm so depressed. Blah 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 blah. If you have any kids who have access to social media uh, or Discord or whatever, and kids are smart, they know more shit than we do. Um, all I'm just saying is pay attention to who your child, even if they're not like little, like I'm saying like 13 to 17. If you have a minor that has access to the internet, please pay attention, especially nowadays with Epstein and everything that came out. And now every day there's more internet personalities and weirdos being exposed for what they are. Make sure you notice what your kid's getting into, that your kid's being talked to about, monitor the hell out of things. Like, we're old school. Like, I remember my school when we first got our laptops or our computers, we had that shit on lockdown. We couldn't even go on Neopets because it had chat rooms. Like, that's how nuts it was. But overall, this
Oh,
guy
I
is just
can't even say no. I was all up in this.
I was all
I
in
was
it
all
everywhere.
up
I
in them chat rooms.
Yeah. Yeah, I
we were
All up in them
remember.
too.
chat. Girl,
We
I
were
used
too.
to. You know who was the funnest chat rooms? And it was like I felt like this was such like a niche area. The chat rooms on the MTV website.
I was in those.
I was not.
Those, oh my gosh, those chat rooms are so fucking fun because they
They
had a
are
chat room for
insane.
every specific like show. Well, not every single one of their shows, but most of their shows. And
Hmm.
then they would be like off, like over, like, and then they would be like soft, like not soft, they'd be like offspring of those like chats. And it was just like, such a time.
It was the wild west of the internet because, like, man, Happy Tree Friends. If anybody knows what that is, that's a lot of the reasons why I'm fucked up as it is because I know that theme song, and my kid was listening to it one day, so I like run over to where she's at and I smack the phone out of her hand, and I'm looking at the video thinking, oh my gosh, she found Happy Tree Friends, and it's this video of this asshole saying, hey, if you want to tell if your parent's a millennial or not, play this song, and it's the Happy Tree Friends song. And I'm like, you motherfucker, like you got me, okay, you got me, bitch, you got me, like that kind of thing. But anyway, but it's just like, especially Discord. Um, there's a lot of weirdos on Discord. I'm gonna be flat out honest with you. Um, I'm not trying to get up here and preach, but I'm trying to put the word out on this guy. He's a creep. He's a wrestling fan, and he I'm not trying to kink shame anybody, but he is into some weird shit. And there is a video that if you guys want to go looking for this person, there's a video of him dressed up as an adult baby talking to someone posing as a minor, and he's in the full thing, if you get what I'm saying. See what I mean when I mean I'm going to get physically sick talking about this shit? Um,
Yeah,
all
I'm
I'm
just gonna
asking,
tell you, like, just don't engage with them. Block them if you can, and
if you
monitor your
see
kids' stuff.
Yeah.
do not let your children into Discord. I don't care. A lot of Discords are 18 plus, and I mean, look, we were children of the internet. We didn't give a shit if something was 18 plus. Like we were just like, yeah, quick, let me do some math. Like here's my birthday kind of thing. Here's the year I was born. Totally not the real year, but You don't know, but his online handles that we know of is Nova Online and Novine Universe. If you guys see this on any platform, you need to report it, block it. I I know it's a very rare chance of platforms actually listening to people, but if we put the heat on it, whatever. Like you block them, let them know what he's really like. Tell him that he has done inappropriate stuff with kids. And people are like, well, he hasn't done stuff inappropriately in real life. What's stopping him at this point? What is there's if he's willing to do it online, he's willing to do it in person. And I'm really not going more in depth on this person than I should, but he's such a fucking waste of space predator that I really hope. He Here's the thing, also, Chris Hansen knows who he is. The Catch a Predator guy. He knows who this
Mm.
guy is. So there's eyes all on him. And I know what y'all are thinking, like, oh, Alexis, what do you want to do about it? I want to make sure that if he tries to come into any wrestling circles, we make him as uncomfortable as possible. Because we as wrestling fans already get through enough shit. We don't need pedos in our freaking community. We need to run them out. They are not welcome here. If you see his real name, and I'm not doxing him because it's already out there on the internet. His real name is Gabriel Gage. He's in Idaho. If you see Novine Universe or whatever, anything with Nova Online or Novine Universe, block, report. If he tries to come into our wrestling community, make him feel uncomfortable as shit because we're real good at that in the IWC, is making people uncomfortable. So let's try to use that for like a little bit of good, I guess is what I'm saying. I just, it creeps me out that somebody like this could easily slide into our community and everyone be like, oh, he's just some weird guy, when in reality, he's a disgusting person trying to do shit with kids online. So just keep yourself safe. That also leads to a second thing. If you're going to WrestleMania this weekend, please be safe. Don't wander off by yourself. Always let people know where you're at. And overall, just be safe out there, man. People are fucking weird. Case in point.
Okie dokie. So now that we've got this sad part out the way, we're talking Mania weekend. So Paper Magazine released their covers for this week, and one of them is none other than y'all's favorite bad guy, Liv Morgan.
My favorite bad guy. I don't know what
So
the fuck you talking about.
yeah, sure. Whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
Um, here's her cover. And then we have some of the things that's on the inside here. So let me move us to the other side of the screen so y'all can see.
I mean,
Okay,
the
here we go.
photos. I need to know who this photographer is because I just need them to take a decent picture of me for like one decent picture in my entire life. That's all I need.
I love this photo of her. I think it's pretty cool. She's got some other photos here. And then she has this one. And in the quote, it says, if you mess with me, I will spend a year making your life a living hell. I will come for you when you least expect it. But other than that, I think Liv is just a passionate woman.
With pussycat doll intentions.
I think that I think that she has an accurate description of herself, is what I think.
Uh,
I'm not mad at
it's
it. Here's
it's
some
a
other
something.
photos of her paper photo shoot. Hold on a second. Let me just get some of these down since I've shown those already. And then we've got this one here, as she said that her brothers introduced her to WWE when she was like 5 years old. She said, I had never seen anything like that ever. I really loved watching the women. There were these strong, powerful women who were wrestling with the boys. And then you have the final picture of her. This one I love. I'm a classic, clean, chic type of person when it comes to fashion. I do like a little bit of over the top, avant garde type of work, but this right here, I just like the aesthetic. It just pleases my eye, and I love that. This is one of my favorite pictures of her from this magazine shoot. But what do you guys think about her paper magazine cover and the shoot overall?
I'll be the first one to say I think she looks unbelievably sexy and absolutely beautiful. Like this needs from after Mania to now or after Mania, this is the look that she needs to do because it's proof. Like she can get a stylist, she can do whatever. To me, she looks more adult, if that makes sense. She's not like running
She does have
around.
a stylist. Troy is her stylist. He does
Okay,
her
so
her stuff outside of the E. When she doesn't he doesn't style her like he styles Seth and Becky for like their ring work and for them coming out. I don't think he
mhm.
does, but he does a lot of her red carpet looks, a lot of the stuff that she wears when she does press or whatever. He does most of that.
I just think this is the look that she needs to keep in the ring. She looks okay. This is gonna sound weird. I would take, and this is nothing against Liv Morgan the person, because I have to say that before the Liv fans come for me. This seems this makes her look so much more mature. And from what I'm seeing online, Liv, they're kind of bored with what Liv is doing now. I think if she stayed with something like this for like Ring Gear and a persona from after Mania till whatever, that would work great for her, honestly. I think she looks amazing. The lighting was perfect. Whoever the crew was for that entire shoot, like even Dom looks good. I'm not even gonna lie about that. But the
He looks
lighting,
great.
the the editing, we were just talking about editorial stuff before we started this. It's just like everything is so clean and crisp, and there's no tuning to it. Like there's no filter to it. The only filter you see is what they use for the camera. That's it.
Yeah.
So
Nicole, what do you
good.
think about her paper magazine? I got one of the pictures up right now.
Why can't I see it?
I don't know. It's up on the screen.
Oh, well, I can't see it. I just see that AI whatever, four of us.
Mm, no, it's up. I put it up on here, but let me see if I can upload it on the other side. You might be
God,
able to
I
see it
love
okay.
that right there.
That's the look I was talking about. It's very clean, but I'm gonna show Nicole so she can see it because she's having a hard time seeing it.
That needs to be her profile picture.
Okay, Nicole, I'm gonna load it up. Can you see it now?
Yeah, now I can see it.
Okay. That was the last picture of the shoot that I got from their the two posts on Paper Magazine's Instagram. So, what do you think about her photo shoot specifically?
Well, just to lightly touch on Dom's beautiful, lovely, 10 out of 10, no notes.
Oh, we're getting ready to
Um,
start Dom's. I just wanted to start with Liv's first.
Oh,
We're
my
gonna go
bad.
to
I thought.
Dom's.
Oh, say I thought because my sound was going in now. Anyways, Jk, rewind. Back to Liv. Love this. My ones that I really liked were the ones where she looks like she's like in a dungeon, like horror house, like Saw bullshit, and she has like
Hmm.
this like long black blazer, these black tights, and she has like a cigarette, like a pack of marbles, and like sticking out the pocket. I was like, oh, I'm gagged. Those really gagged me. That's what gagged me. One of those needs, in my opinion, I would make one of those my profile pictures. I think those are the cool ones. Especially that the one where you can see the cigarette pack and her head is. But I love it. I love like this is my type of like fashion magazines. I love this stuff. Like it's like fashion, but it's fashion, but it's not like I hate using the word edgy, but it's like edgy and it's just like and not necessarily edgy, but it's experimental. Like you're not
It's not. It's
scared to
not.
like It's not
It's
like the
out of
same thing. It's not like some bitch sitting on like some heart-shaped bed, like overlooking St. Bart's, and she has like such a clean face even though she has 20 products on, and then
I
her
love this
hair
Right.
one.
looks so natural, but that took them 6 hours to do it. Like, I don't want to see that shit. Like, I'm over
This the
it.
picture you talking about, Nicole? This one or
No,
is
it's
the
she
other
has on
one?
a black, she has all black on.
I love the red one.
I
That just
only
looks
saw one
so.
with the all
Hold on,
black,
I'll find it and I'll send
and
it in
then
the.
I saw it.
But I
This
get when
one is
Nicole
the
is
one that
saying
I
like.
saw with the all black.
But I get when
I
Nicole
didn't
is
see
saying
the
like
other
that it's
one.
editorial without overdoing it. Like it's not basic, but it's not like trying to go from extreme. Like it's something that fits her and Dom, not only like out of ring but in ring personalities too.
I just sent them in the group chat.
I've been looking for this shirt.
Oh, I have that one. Hold on. Is
See,
this one?
this is the shit I wish I could wear like all day, every day. That would be so much fun if we could dress like that.
This the
You
one
can
you
dress
talking
like that.
about?
Yes.
You can.
I ain't got the money for that. Let's just okay.
Yes, you do. I don't.
Yeah, and
Fashion is
also you
not
can you can
unattainable.
thrift this. This whole
You could
outfit you
thrift
can
it,
thrift.
but you can get this for next to nothing if you get it from the right places. It's all about where you shop. If you have an idea of what you want, you can buy shit at Walmart that looks edgy and looks high fashion. It all depends on how you put it together. This isn't a hard look to attain. This is fairly easy. You get an oversized blazer and then you get it tapered in the waist so it fits. You want the shoulders to be big, tell them to put pads in the shoulders. The most work you will do is on alterations. Other than that, you're fine. You can wear stuff like this. This isn't an issue.
That's the only thing that makes things like look polished. Like people are like, oh, how did they always look good in that t-shirt? That t-shirt's
You
fucking
tailor
tailored.
it.
Like it
It's
sounds
tailored to fit,
crazy.
but it works.
Like you know how everybody was losing their minds about how good what's his name and the bear looked in his t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Those were
They're
Those
altered.
tailored to
were
fit.
I thought
This
they were
is a
just like the
blazer style dress, Alexis. So what you can do is buy. You know what? I'll make you a deal. If you want to wear
hmm,
something like that, I sell suits that look similar to that. I'll sell it to you for a reasonable
I
price. You won't have to worry about
I
paying too much for it.
and I do have disposable income now. Hey,
Hmm.
win's a
So
win.
you take all you have to do is take a men's jacket, make it just a little bit bigger so that it kind of gives you the dress like, and then you go to a tailor, or you can go to somebody who alters rather than a tailor. A tailor sometimes will alter the jacket to fit as a jacket. You want it to fit as a dress, so
You
you
want to
need to
go to
go to
Atelier.
yeah, and a seamstress. If you can't find an atelier, you can go to a seamstress and you just
Hmm.
tell her what you want the aesthetic to look like, he or she, and they can fix it so that it works for you. Otherwise, you can kind of cheat with belts, you can kind of cheat with accessories, or just wear it oversized anyway. Black tights, black shoes, and you got it. It's not hard to achieve. It's very simple. This is a very cheap outfit unless you want it to be expensive.
Because I
Yay!
guarantee you that was probably from a men's shoot that they
I know.
had that they hadn't taken everything back yet.
Mhm.
And they were like, you know what, this sounds good. Because her stylist also styled Doms.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
they
she
both got
styles
styled by the same person.
and she
And
styles
whoever
men and
styled them,
women. I guarantee you that's probably an actual men's jacket.
whoever styled them, that's just wow, man. Like
Well, we can go to Dom's photo shoot. I'll pull up his pictures. So Dominic Mysterio's paper magazine cover looked like this. It was very, very cool. I love the colors of it. I like the aesthetic. He put his belt right at the front, but his pictures were of a different aesthetic. It's very cowboy western style, but even then, it still gave that villain character that you're looking at. So
Mm-hmm.
I wanted you guys to see it before we move on from Liv, because I still have some Liv pictures on here. So here's some pictures
I
from
love
Dom's
it.
shoot. This one is one of my favorites. I don't know why, but I love this. I love this a lot.
The one thing that I love about Dom's, because I was looking at the pictures earlier too, was that um I don't know what it is. Like I can see it. If that boy didn't have the mullet and I was maybe about 20 years younger, I could get it. But like I don't know. He looks real nice though. He doesn't look like, he's wearing his dad's clothes or anything like that. And
He's his own man now.
yeah.
I
And
love
I
that.
just
He's fully into himself, even though
and the
he
one
has that last name. He's himself. He is, and that is crazy to do that young. Cody
mhm,
didn't even get that till he was in his fucking 30s.
That's
for real.
facts.
That's no shade to Cody,
So here are
but
the rest of the pictures in
Honestly,
case
I'm
you guys
shading him a
haven't
little bit
seen
for
this
that.
shoot.
That's a long time.
I just love the fact that they kept it
Hold
historic. Like they kept it his style, but they also kind of made it like almost a historical piece a little bit, if that makes
It's
sense.
very cultural. It's got a lot of
Yeah,
cultural depth to it, which I loved. That was one of my favorite aspects of it. This one is just so cool. Look at it.
I love
that
that one.
that looks
This is
good.
a good picture.
Dom, if you're gonna keep that mullet, you need to get a tattoo on the side of your scalp, buddy. You gotta do something.
This is the other picture that he had. This is one of the
He
only
tattooed
close-ups
his
he
neck. You
had.
know he probably will.
This is the
He
good
probably
one.
will.
I like this one, the infrared looking one. It's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then there's this one, which is my second favorite out of all of them. But there's a quote here, and it says, "I feel like the most common misconception is that it's fake, but it's like, brother, tell me, what do you watch on television that is real? Just sit down and enjoy the show. We're putting our bodies on the line. Been telling
Hmm.
y'all that, but y'all don't fucking listen.
Like everyone's
Okay.
been saying that for forever. And I mean, it's like
Hmm.
Dom knows this ain't fake. He grew up watching Ray wrestle and Ray getting injured and all that shit. So he knows for a fact that he even before he started wrestling, he knew this shit was real. But he looks really good. Like this is why I'm so mad that WWE don't do this with a lot more of their talent. Just like send them to a magazine and let them do a photo shoot or use them for like because I said that shit about I don't want to call him Baron Corbin, but Tom Tom. I don't know what he's going by right now, but we're just gonna call him Tom. He would have made such a good male model for like Rolex and shit. Like missed opportunity.
By the time he got ready to leave, he was to make it so that it's going to sound crass, but the best way to explain it, he wasn't in fashion at that time. And you have to
Mm,
think during that time frame, Vince was in charge when he was the one who was over and doing all the constable shit. It would have worked if they had it changed to this new format where they now are making it easier for stars to have the talent division actually do the job of having talent where they will utilize them in other spaces. You have to think during Vince's time as the head, the WWE stars weren't allowed to do pretty much anything. They could do
mm.
press, but that press was very minor. It was like they were doing Good Morning America, they were doing the late night talk show circuit. It's very rare you seeing them on podcasts.
In
Okay.
TV.
They weren't doing podcasts. They would do TV spots, the
No,
John
that's but
Cena's, the Romans and all of that, but they
That's
didn't
it.
do they didn't do anything like what they're doing now. it was very difficult for them to be able to get like, and any sponsorship they did, it had to be through WWE. Whereas now they have agents that can negotiate those things so that it's already clear in their contract that they can take sponsorship deals through WWE or outside of WWE. It
Yeah.
depends.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So, in
Yeah.
fairness, unfortunately for Corbin, he missed the line where he would have been able to do that. That's the
Yeah.
only
I mean,
problem. Because I think one, if he had stayed a little bit longer past that, oh yeah, I think he would have been fine. The meat thing that he has, like he could have did the show with Braun Strowman. That would have
mhm.
worked.
No,
Braun
they probably.
Strowman's
I
show
feel
was
like he
the.
would have had a YouTube show.
I would have loved to seen Baron Corbin doing the show if he wanted to,
I think
but
they
like
would
I
have
said,
had. They would have had a version of Cody's show, like or I think they would have had, because you know how they have how a shot of brandy is back.
Mhm.
yeah.
I think they would have that and have them and try to have them be in conjunction of each other. Like
I mean, I'd watch him cook.
it would be like
What?
who's that fucking that real fat comedian like Bert something, and he has that
Bert
cooking show.
Kaiser.
The one that
Yeah.
Becky and Seth, they would have him. He would literally be doing something like that. That's what WWE would be. That's literally what he would be doing.
And that's fine too. I don't have a problem with
Mhm.
any of
No,
that.
I think that'd be perfect. But
Yeah, like they are
unfortunately,
that
he
would be a
missed the
good way to
boat.
build their
But yeah, they
YouTube.
do like a lot of
Yeah.
stuff like Trick. There's so many interviews. This is why I
Tricks
can't
on that
stand.
the pivot.
I'm pissed.
Trick,
That's what I was about to get to. I'm pissed. I'm
Yeah.
sick.
Trick is
I hate
everywhere, man.
WrestleMania week. I hate WrestleMania week sometimes because there's so many interviews that
It's
I
too
want to
many.
watch, and it's too much. It's that
It's
one. Um,
overwhelming.
Mhm.
so I followed this guy for years. It's like this foodie, like literally, I've been following him for years. I didn't even know he interviewed people. And he like interviews somebody for like maybe 10 minutes. And the gist is, it's like they're sitting outside on at a park bench in like New York. And he, before they meet up, he tells the person he's going to interview, give him a bagel order, and they're going to eat and try the bagel as he's interviewing them.
See, it's simple
Literally,
shit like that.
he had fucking Trick Williams on there a couple weeks ago, and just recently he had Charlotte. I was like, I didn't even know you interviewed people. I've been following you for fucking years. I was like, B, I've been
Jesus.
following you for fucking years. I didn't know you liked wrestling. And I was
Mhm.
just
Right.
like, there's just so much. There's that. Stephanie's on Chris Van Vliet again.
Yeah.
It's like, it's too much. It's like, it's not even Wednesday. It's not even
No,
Wednesday.
and
And
it's
I have not watched a sing. Oh, you got the Usos on fucking Versus.
on
Naomi
First
had the
Repeat.
baby
Yeah,
She
she
did for
did.
real.
They finally announced
because
it. Yeah.
Rikishi,
Yay.
loud
Well,
He
ass
told
I
mouse, says
everybody.
something.
well
He
I
told
wasn't
everybody.
I wasn't wait like I saw that,
That
but I
man
was
pissed me
waiting
off.
for Jimmy or Naomi to say something before
Yeah. I figure
Rikishi.
I knew she had the baby,
Because
but
she
I
hadn't
was like,
posted
I'm
on
not gonna
social
say
media in
nothing.
like, what was it, like a month and a half she hadn't posted.
It's
So
no,
I
it's like
figured
two
she had,
months.
yeah, I figured she had had the
Mhm.
baby, but I didn't want to pry. I was like, that is her personal
Yeah,
business. Let her have that.
for real.
Because I mean, it's that lady went through hell to have that baby. So
Yeah.
let her
But
have
I
that
was
baby in
like, no,
peace.
she had that baby.
That's a tough ass baby too. Like,
When he went home that first, I was like, I bet you she had that baby.
Because he was
mhm.
gone for a minute.
Yeah,
A
because he
minute.
left and he didn't even come. And when he didn't come back within, I think it was like 2 weeks, I was like, oh, she
Yeah.
had the baby.
Yeah. Something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when he was gone.
I didn't
Yeah.
think anything was wrong with it. I was like, oh no, she had the baby. He gotta change some diapers around here.
Oh, but you know what? That kid came out hardcore, man. He was in a street fight match at WrestleMania, and then what was it? A three-way triple threat match. Like some month later, that kid came out fucking hardcore, man.
So
Uh,
those are the last of Dom's pictures. I know we got off topic, but those are all
That,
his pictures from the
yeah.
we
magazine.
never
These are
stay on topic.
all
Well,
Come on.
that's like how Becky
no, we
was
don't.
pregnant with Rue
Rue
when
when
she
she
wrestled
wrestled.
Shayna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And Shayna's like, I bet a pregnant lady.
yeah. But we are going to say congratulations to Naomi on her baby, and
Mm-hmm.
congrats to Jimmy. And now it's time for Mania territory. All
Woo.
right, WrestleMania is Saturday and Sunday. How are you guys feeling about that?
I low key kind of
Um.
care, but I don't care, but I don't care because it should have
So you
been in
kind
New
of like,
Orleans.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's where they first, honestly, that's where they lost me.
That's
Mm-hmm.
where it messed up.
Well, my
Yep.
husband asked me. He goes, so because Daryl kind of does. Well, I've stated before. My husband, God bless him, puts up with me. 15 years this year actually. Um. So he's like, so what's going on with Mania? So I gave him the rundown, and he looked at me and he said, Mania was going to be in New Orleans. I said, yeah, and then they changed it back to Vegas, which pissed a lot of people off. You know what he said to me? This man, he's only said this one other time, and that's when Backlash went to Puerto Rico. He said, if Mania was in New Orleans, this gives me a whole new reason to hate TKO. If Mania was in New Orleans, he would have bought me tickets for Christmas. We would have been at Mania if it went to New Orleans, because he's always wanted to go to New Orleans. And he's like, I would have bought you tickets for Christmas. I'm like, well, kind of late to be telling me this shit now, husband. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Um, I think this is gonna be the first time in 10 years I do not watch WrestleMania. And it's nothing against any of the superstars, the WWE superstars. Let me say that, not the celebrities. It's just there's maybe one or two matches a night, and in my head I can't do the math enough to make it seem like it's worth paying. Yeah, I understand you pay one time, it's for both nights, but just for like one or two matches on the card and everything else is just background noise. I'd rather do something else with my money. And just the fact that I'm pissed off at TKO, they ain't getting a fucking single cent from me right now.
well,
Fuck them.
I, I'm the opposite. I already pay for ESPN
I have it
monthly.
through Hulu, so I'm gonna watch it regardless because
That's why, right? It
I'm
comes to
not even
me.
paying for it.
I don't have to pay for it in terms of like it's in it's in part of the fee of what I have. So I have Hulu Live Plus, I have Disney, I have the ESPN added, and then I have another package for Paramount so they can watch Yellowstone and stuff. So I don't have to pay an extra thing. I can take it or leave it. Um, to me, if you're talking about justifying a price, then let's talk about it because y'all a lot of people like to go back in the day with it. Back in the day, WrestleMania was always more than all of the other PLEs. It was
Mm-hmm.
over $100 to watch
Yes,
WrestleMania.
Yep.
you used to have to throw. My mom ordered WrestleMania one time and she was like, never again because she
Because it
didn't
was
realize.
expensive.
She was like,
So,
what is this fucking charge on my direct? Because this is
It's
what
a
direct
hundred
TV.
dollars.
yeah.
Yep. Yep.
No, because you
That
okay.
that that was
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was always the most expensive one because it was like 99.99 plus tax. And then remember when everything got switched to like HD or something like that, and that was like the big
you
deal on
paid a different
TV.
price. It was like
Yeah, you,
150.
you get the standard for 100, but if you pay an extra $50, you get the high def version. You can see Triple H's nose, like really, really good.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think people are this is what I think. I think you're reading a lot into the match card for Mania. And I've said this before, and I have yet to be proven wrong. When the match card doesn't look great, it usually is great. We usually get at least 4 or 5 matches that rock your socks off. I know for a fact that ladder match is going to eat. I don't care what anybody says. that ladder match is gonna be worth it.
Oh,
Okay.
and
I
I know
also
Jacob and Drew's
believe,
gonna be awesome.
yeah, like I think Jacob and Drew's match is gonna be
I
fine. If you're not
actually
interested in the
surprisingly
story,
think that match is going to be good too.
it's
That's gonna
gonna
be
be
probably one of the
good.
match
I
of the
don't
night.
have a problem with, like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
The
instead of like
match,
the problem.
sorry
No, go
Tiff,
ahead.
because I don't want to forget the match that's going to be bad that everyone is so the one of the like four matches that people are hyped
The one
about
we've been
and
yelling
people
about
think is going to be good is
is
Punk versus
CM
Roman.
Punk
That
and
match is going to
Raw.
be
That
Yes.
is
fucking ass.
that is gonna be the fucking snooze fest because they're gonna wait till last to put it on when everyone's
It's
fucking
going to be
tired,
nasty. That fight's
and
on
then
Yep.
everyone,
Saturday.
oh,
Oh
they're gonna
shit!
rip
No,
that
they're on
match.
Sunday.
They're on
Oh,
Sunday. They're the last
Oh, they're
match
gonna stink the whole event is already stunk up anyways. So
because
they're
they
gonna
putting Oba
really stink up.
and they were real mad too. And this is the thing. They were pissed about Oba and Brock being first. And I'm like, I am not. I want it to be
no,
first.
get
I
it out
want
of the
them to be
fucking
first
way.
because Brock Lesnar is not worth putting at the end of the card, if in my humble opinion. It's not
No,
worth
and
it.
Also, I
And
could go
no,
watch
you're right.
Euphoria for a little
For
bit and
real.
come back.
No, you're
I
right
want to
because every
see.
time. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. It's fine.
No, all I was just saying is that like when it comes to Brock Lesnar's matches, the last like even going back to like when Kofi won the title, him and Seth went on first because there was no way that where were you like this was when like WrestleMania was like 16 kajillion hours long back in my day, but but like you can't have we've seen the match. We've seen Brock as the main eventer at WrestleMania, and every single time he is in the main event, it sucks. We get that little sliver of hope, and then it's F5, F5, F5. He wins, and then that's how you end WrestleMania. You put him on first, get him out of the fucking way, and let him go back to whatever cave he fucking crawled out of.
I honestly think that match is actually going to be fairly decent. Um, I
I
I
think that match is
don't.
gonna be good as fuck. It's gonna be
Yeah,
big
I
Mm-hmm.
meaty men
do.
slapping me.
I
I
do
if the
because
be
they're
first match of remain of the night that sometimes that's why I feel like that's why I say sometimes people take wrestling too seriously.
yeah, they do. They
They
do.
Mm-hmm.
take they do you take the sport too seriously because sometimes
Yep.
you just need two big motherfuckers just smacking each like so what.
That's all
Yep.
you need.
I was
That's
like
all
Yep.
you fucking need.
I hate to give my big ones to Goldberg, but when he was good, he was good. And when I mean when he was
Yeah.
good is when
Mm-hmm.
playing a part, just flipping and flopping in, just some big
Right.
dudes. I
Where he didn't
sometimes you
take
just want to
himself
see
too
that.
seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right.
You just got to see that. It's a good
Like
fight.
there.
What the fuck is it bothering you that you have to watch these two big old dudes smack each other around for 6 minutes? They're never wrestling longer than 6 to 7 minutes. Did that hurt you
Nope.
Exactly.
that bad?
No,
You
No,
did.
and
because
It's
you
I
know
like
what?
think it
it's
being
like did you
first,
not have fun?
But you know
I
what? They
think it
also
being
did that
first
with
sets the tone for the show. Because a
But they
lot of
also.
times they get mad when they put the girls up first. And my thing
What the
is
fuck is
the girls are
NXT
the ones
Revenge?
that's
But
their TV special for this year. The
you
girls
know
set the
they
tone
also.
for the show a lot. And
No,
that's what
they
I
Zarya
was
did.
like,
and Solruka are gonna have a last woman standing. Zarya's gonna win that
Oh
match.
shit! It's gonna be
well, if she
Soul's
wins, cool
last
for her.
match. You
Soul
know
gonna
what?
be out.
But they did this too. Like I think what was it? Like a couple wrestle. I think the last time they were in Hollywood, um, they had Omos versus Brock Lesnar. They were trying to.
Blake and Tatum are in a fucking casket match.
What?
Ooh, I
Bitch,
didn't know
I
they
am
put it in a
set.
casket match.
Oh
Well,
my
I'm
god. Is that the first women's casket match?
Yes, it
yes,
is. Yes.
Oh,
No, it's
Nicole.
not. No, it's
We're
not.
gonna
They've had a
cry.
women's casket match
and I
before.
have I when hold on, I gotta look this up.
Hold on, yeah.
Wait, they've
I
had a
don't.
women's casket match before.
I don't think they have. I don't. Not in recent memory. I don't remember them having a women's casket match because I would have lost my shit. You know
It's
that.
not recent. It's not recent.
I just So like Nicole looked it up. They did that with like fucking Omos and Lesnar. They put that like third
Oh,
match
they
in,
have
but
had
that
them.
was
It's just they're just
oh
very few and far between.
That's what I'm
okay.
saying. It's not the first one.
Apparently, this was a casket match.
What was it?
They've had a women's casket match before.
But like going back to like the big meaty men smacking meat, they had that with like
I don't
oh
think there's been one. I retract that. I do not think there's been one because all of these are.
mm,
I keep saying, hold on, maybe. Okay, this never mind. I did actually find one. Um,
Yes,
Tatum and Wendy Chu.
they have
oh
So
had
that
one.
that was the first ever. So this one is the
That was
second.
the first ever.
oh
Yeah,
shit
I remember.
okay. Look at my little Wednesday Adams. I'm so proud of her. Oh my god. Oh my baby. I love her so much.
See, oh,
But
Nicole, did you see Stephanie Becker go see Lola in NXT and talk to her about being champ? See,
she
No.
did
she
what?
did do
Oh, I'm
it.
so
Oh,
upset. Please don't
She
talk
did
to me
do
about
it.
it. Let me go
I'm
find it.
telling you, if they do what I
oh,
said, I'm telling you it would work. I'm telling you it would work. Damn
I love
it.
that. Oh, I love that so much. That makes me so happy. You know what
Damn, I
also made
really
me
want them
happy?
to do this.
So you want to know something funny, real quick, before we get back to Mania? Um, so my mom, because she's bored and she needs a break from my dad, she's been watching WWE on Netflix, and she called me during Raw last night, and she goes, Are you watching wrestling?" I'm like, "Since when did you watch wrestling?" She goes, "Alexis on board." I'm like, "Okay, that makes sense." And she goes, "Why is the loud blonde girl not getting her ass whooped by the other girl?" I said, I said, "Mom, you see her fucking forehead? She got claws together." She goes, "No, no, 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 no." She goes, "Because if you're gonna say that I raised a bitch, then I'm gonna come on TV and call you a cunt." My mom has no fucking filter anymore.
That's crazy.
That's why I could never be a wrestler. My mom would get involved with my matches and try to fight people. Love her, but she's crazy. But no, like anyway, but like that's what they did with Omos and Lesnar. They put them on like second or third match of night one, and that was like people's bathroom break because no one cared about Omos versus Lesnar. I don't even remember who won that because you know what I was doing? That was my cigarette break back in the day. I went out there, I smoked a couple cigarettes. I'm like, "This match going?" And I don't care. So I was like, we need palate cleanser matches. As shitty as that sounds, for Mania, you need those palate cleanser matches where you can just kind of woof after like something really high intensity, like a betrayal or something like that.
I
I
think
think
that
that
we have those matches on the card, and I think that it's okay to spend $30 if you want to watch Mania for 2 nights. It's not going to kill you. And it's not going to be that bad of a show. It's a show nonetheless. It's not going to kill us to watch Mania. If you don't want to watch it, then don't watch it. But they have some pretty decent matches on the card. I'm going to tell you which ones I think are going to be actually decent because a lot of people seem to believe that Mania isn't going to be that good, or they have a skewed view of what Mania actually is going to be. So let's start off with night one. We're talking Saturday. Saturday has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches. The first two matches are on the first hour. They're going to be on ESPN2. They're going to be commercial free. That's a whole
hmm
hour. That unsanctioned match is going to be at least 20, 30 minutes by itself. So, and then you'll have the six-man tag team match. Six-man tag team match is going to go first, from my understanding, and then they will go with the unsanctioned match next. Um, let's see. So we've got Drew and Jacob.
Yep.
Now, simple story. Jacob believes that Drew knocked his teeth out some months back, And Drew McIntyre has also been getting involved in everything Jacob has had since then. Not to mention, Jacob has also cost Drew McIntyre his championship to Cody Rhodes. So the two of
I
them
mean,
are volatile.
he kind of deserved that for busting out my man's teeth. My man did nothing
We still
wrong.
don't know if he actually did that because Drew has vehemently denied that he did this. And the point you can make on Drew's behalf, no shade, but why would he deny this and cop to the other shit?
Mm,
It's making me believe that Solo and them might have had something to do with Jacob getting his teeth knocked out,
mm.
but it was a good way to build up Jacob in the process. Either way, the two of these men cannot even be in the same building without destroying each other. So instead of putting them inside Hell in a Cell, okay,
Mm-hmm.
like most of us were asking, they've decided to make the match unsanctioned. So the question I have for you is, who you got? Do you got Jacob part two? I already know Alexa's gonna pick Jacob, but
My
do you got
Samoan baby
Jacob
daddy.
or
Hey.
do you have Drew McIntyre? Nicole, who you picking? She done went silent on
Did
us.
we lose her?
Nicole, I don't hear her. I don't. She's there. She's just not saying anything.
Is she on?
If
Nicole,
she's
are you
talking,
on
then
mute?
doesn't look like
See,
it.
this happened last week when I got kicked out, right when you guys were talking about Drew and Jacob.
Doesn't look like she's on mute.
Hmm.
But we'll come back to Nicole. I'm also picking Jacob. I think Jacob's gonna win. I think this is a good win for Jacob. And like I've said before, Drew's getting ready to head out for Highlander for a little while. So this will be a nice send off for him. He can come back and wreak havoc like he always does. But
That's
Drew
what I was thinking.
McIntyre is no, go ahead.
So that's what I was thinking. This would be a great way to get Drew off TV, and then when he's done filming, he can come back, and him and Jacob can revisit this feud because then by then
Yeah.
we'll find out who actually busted Jacob in the mouth, and then Drew would be like, "I fucking told you it wasn't me,"
Yeah,
and that could reignite the feud right there.
yeah. Are you there now, Nicole? Because we couldn't hear you before.
Yeah. I was like, sorry, I had to like restart. I think this new phone is just like not used to this, so this like
Mm.
keeps
Yeah.
going in and out. So love that for my brand new phone that I got.
Just not to
Oh,
be
sorry,
working.
dude.
Technology is great.
So just a little backstory, if I keep mentioning it, so you guys can kind of be up to speed. Drew McIntyre is cast as Henry Cavill's brother because Henry Cavill is playing Highlander in the movie. He is cast as the brother, and his name is Angus McLeod, and he will
Mm-hmm.
be McLeod's brother. Um,
Yep.
he's gonna be in this movie with Russell Crowe, Alba, Karen Gillian, and Jaimin Hansu, Max Zhang, and Dave Bautista is supposed to be in this as well. So this is pretty fucking cool.
Good for
Production is
Batista.
supposed to start. Yeah, production is supposed to start this year. Um, and this the reason why he did not drop the title earlier is because Henry got injured while training for Highlander. So they had to push production back a few
Oh.
months, which is why Drew didn't leave earlier this year like he was supposed to. So there you have it. The more you know. Anywho, moving on. Like, let's get into the next match. We're not going to go in order of how they're going to book it. I'm going to put the pictures up there and you guys can tell me who you think is going to win. Now,
Mm-hmm.
there is some controversy here for this particular match. This is the fatal four-way for the women's tag team championships. There has been no word on whether Nikki Bella is ready to go or not. If she cannot compete, WWE said they were going to put the Kabuki Warriors in her place, which is why they never added Io Sky and Asuka's match to the card for night 2, because it's supposed to be 7-7 for both matches. I mean, both nights.
Hmm. No,
But
I
this
saw
is a
somewhere earlier today that their EO put out a tweet that was supposed to be setting up a match for Mania between her and Asuka, but it was quickly deleted.
the tweet was deleted because they are not sure if they're going to be able to set it up or not. They're still in limbo, and we got a week left. In my opinion, either pull the trigger on it or not, because at this point they're waiting to the very last minute to see if Nikki Bella is going to be cleared to go or not. The last time I saw her, which was like about a few weeks ago, maybe 3,
Hmm.
she still had the boot on. So
She's not gonna if she's got that boot on, she's not gonna be fucking cleared in time for Mania.
it's not my concern, it's theirs. They're the ones who are booking it, they're the ones who are doing it. In my opinion, if she's ready to go by Backlash, you can have the girl win it at Backlash. But
Yeah, just replace them with Kabuki Warriors now.
and you can let Lash and Nia retain, or you can drop the titles to Bailey and Lyra and let them get the
And they
titles
got
and then
don't they
just
got like 3-year contracts or something like that?
I
Something
think
like
so.
that,
And then
yeah.
you could
They're
just
gonna
get
be
a
around.
championship. Yeah, they're not going to be
They're,
around long, so just get them the titles at Backlash. It's not going to kill nobody, or you can wait till SummerSlam.
So no,
Whatever
that's what
makes
I'm
you
saying.
happy.
Like they have another time to have like a big WrestleMania moment. I think they
yeah.
signed like a 2 or 3 year contract.
Okay.
They're,
So
yeah, they're gonna be there for a while, so it's like
yeah.
just make up your damn mind before Mania happens, because
And it's
All right.
surprisingly no shade to the actual Bellas themselves, it's shade to the producers.
Yeah.
yeah,
You're just
like
like
why the
you
fuck are you
gotta, I
guys
guess,
waiting so long?
because they want to keep them on the card. They don't want to lose what they
Yeah, because
potentially
the
have.
Bella fans bought them
They
tickets
get real mad. Yeah.
because they know who bought them tickets.
Mm-hmm. So
Honestly,
now that you
Diva
know
stands
that,
in general.
yeah, now that you know that, just go
Hmm.
by the card as is. So who do you think is gonna win? If you think the Bella Twins are gonna win if they wrestle, that's fine. But just pick one and then pick a backup. Let's do it that way.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Lash and Nia, just because it's Lash's first WrestleMania, and she's doing such amazing work right now. I think she, y'all know I don't say this a whole lot. I think she fucking deserves a win at her first Mania. It just seems right for me at least. If we're gonna take a backup, I would go with Bailey and Myra, because what else they got them doing right now? I'm not even trying to be like no shade, no nothing like that, but you guys have to get this women's tag division back up and running, because you're doing good for a hot second, and then it all went to shit. So get on that.
Nicole, you got your two?
Um. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I'm only gonna keep one because I think I'm gonna be right. It's
Hmm.
gonna be Lyra and Bailey.
Um, that's
I
what I
have
was
I have a
feeling.
feel. I don't know something about them stinks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what
Because
it
Bailey
is.
was
It stinks. I don't like it.
No, I'm
I
going
don't.
with
Bailey's
Lyra and
been
Bailey too.
Bailey was
I
unhinged
do.
I don't
last
like
night.
it. There's something about them stinks. That bitch is gonna win. Her and
I'm
that
fine with
bird
that.
lady.
Not
Her and
Bird
that bird
Lady
lady is
again.
gonna win. Her and that bird lady is gonna
That's
win.
fine.
I
That's
never.
fine by me.
I thought, and I was the Bella twins were winning for a long time.
Yeah.
For a long time, and I'm okay with that. I thought them bitches was winning.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Them bitches ain't winning. Them bitches
Nope.
ain't winning. That's no shade to
I
Nikki
think
and
that
Brie. I
eventually
think they're
they'll
gonna win
get
at
them.
SummerSlam
That's what I think.
because SummerSlam is like that's them. Like that has always
And
been
that's a
like
better PLE.
yeah. It's yeah. If
Better
you want to be
PLE.
for real,
Especially for
SummerSlam
right now. Mm,
SummerSlam's always better. But SummerSlam, like they've always had something big at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
They've always
Summer
had something big at SummerSlam. I think they should win like after
I
like
agree.
sitting on it and seeing how things have been progressing. I was like, them girls are
Hmm.
gonna win at SummerSlam.
I
SummerSlam is
think
slowly
Bailey and
becoming
Lyra
the
are
new
getting it
Mania.
too,
Yeah.
which
I
is
think
fine. I don't.
SummerSlam,
It
and it's like it'll be a feel good moment because
yeah.
the fucking kids will be there.
Oh God.
She'll have the key. Yeah,
Like
the kids will run up. They will like low key accidentally show Daniel Bryan, and they get fucking mad about it, and then they just gotta acknowledge that he's there.
they should just do it
Like they
anyway. Just
begrudgingly
acknowledge
like
the
mention
man.
him. They won't at him though. They'll just say her
No.
husband. Like
That's
they'll do
crazy.
some real shady.
I don't
I
know. Do you
mean,
think
I
do you
don't
think
have
they
a
would
problem with
do?
that. I feel
Or
like
actually no, he
I
won't
I
be
don't
think
I
on
they'll
don't think.
camera.
show.
He will be in the back. Like he'll
Yeah.
be in one of those like behind the scenes pictures, and you'll see them like hugging or something. So it's like whatever, and it's like slightly out of focus.
No, he'll do that whole thing where he's like, I'm not going to take away from her moment, kind of thing, and he'll be watching
Yeah.
from the back.
I don't think he'll do that.
No, he
Everybody,
does. No,
no.
he's not
Daniel
that
Bryan's arrogant
He's
as fuck. He's
performative,
not
but
gonna do that.
he's not that performative.
You think
Um.
he's performative?
Oh yeah, hundred
Yes,
percent. My hunch.
Hmm.
He's a
yes.
100% very performative person. I don't care what no one
Huh.
fucking says.
I think
Well,
he's
that kind of
very
breaks my heart
Is
a
he a
little bit.
fantastic wrestler? 100%. I think he's
yeah.
a
He's an asshole.
He is. He is so. Oh my
He's
god.
a
I think
dick.
he is such a self righteous prick. To be honest,
Facts.
Like he's one
Facts.
of
he's
those
just so self righteous. It literally
Yep.
makes me sick.
like he's one of
Yep.
those vegans that you can't bring over to your house because he'll go
It's
through your
not. It's
refrigerator
honestly. It's
and
It
not
ain't
even
even
that.
the
It's worse
veganism.
than that.
It's
It's
just
nothing to
him.
be the
It's just
vegan.
him.
It's
He's just an
everything.
asshole.
He just thinks that he's just so intelligent, and he like
And he knows
like
everything.
operates. Yeah, he knows everything. He operates at such a higher level that I don't need to play music or listen to anything.
Yeah.
In an
It's
8 hour
just
car ride, I can sit in my thoughts. I'm like, what kind of
it's
that's
fucking, you can
insufferable.
sit in your thoughts? If you can sit in your thoughts for 8 hours, I don't care. Something is fucking wrong with you.
No,
bitch.
for
I can't
That
real.
sit
is
in my thoughts for an
psychotic.
hour. I don't want to sit with
Facts.
my thoughts for an hour because some of them hoes be fucking nuts.
Yeah, and I'm like, are
Just
you
the
Ugh.
fucking? That's what I'm
judgmentalness of
saying.
it.
Like, and he's like judgmental. And he was always saying something real
Yeah.
slick to Nikki.
About Miz. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
And
was
he just
always saying something like, and like, just because she liked fashion and liked being girly and stuff like that. I'm like, Nikki's not fucking dumb. Obviously, she's not
no.
dumb. Like, stop talking about her. I was like, it's anything. And then he would get so mad. I mean, she would be doing a lot though, but Brie would get so fucking drunk.
I was about to say, wasn't Bree like
That
the
bitch
one going
is,
out always getting plastered and shit?
yeah, she would get
yeah, she was.
that's what fucking Brie mode came from.
Oh
That's
Lord.
literally what Brie mode came from, because she would get drunk and it would be like a fucking frat guy. Like
Oh
she's
Lord.
just like, oh my God,
She was
Callie. I want to see
Sally.
this
Oh, her hair is gorgeous. They gave her that
match. Is
cute
Kendall.
high low ponytail look. Oh,
And who is
oh,
this?
her debut was good
Oh,
too. It was
Izzy.
good. All right.
Get this.
So
But it's
you
just,
got
oh, he pisses me
so
off. Oh
Nicole
my
is
God.
picking Bailey and Lyra. Alexis is
Mhm.
picking Nash and Laya. I mean, Naya. And then I got Bailey and Lyra. Bella Twins and Bliss and Charlotte are not in this one. I want them to split Bliss and Charlotte up.
That's what I'm gonna get. I think
Yeah.
something's gonna happen, and I think Alexa is gonna turn on her.
Yeah,
And
which
then
is fine.
Charlotte's gonna be the face persona for a while.
Yeah.
The what persona?
Face persona. She's gonna be the face, and
Oh,
Alexa's
face
gonna be the
persona.
heel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's about
Okay.
time. Alexa Bliss has
Yeah,
been back long enough. Let her do what she's meant to
they want
do.
her to bring her goddess character back, which a lot of
I
people
would
want.
love that actually.
Mm.
That's a mean bitch.
She
I
was.
was
She
a
was cruel.
she's a mean
No,
bitch, and but she would figure it out. I
yeah,
said
she
she
did.
might have not have been. I mean, she's a lot better wrestler now, obviously, because
Yeah, she
she's had
is.
experience and stuff.
Yeah,
But
but
I
she
think
was
she. I think
entertaining.
honestly, I think she probably always was. I don't think she was. I stand by. I don't think that she was allowed to do a lot of things.
She
She did.
Um,
wasn't.
Well, she did say that she wasn't.
and but yeah, she obviously gets to wrestle to her ability now, and I just love it. And she was just so fucking mean, and it wasn't like that, like a low hanging fruit like mean girl. Like she would just say some.
Um,
No,
I
she was
mean, yes
mean.
and no, but she would say some real crazy shit
She
to
was
you though.
wild as fuck. The shit she said to Nia Jax,
She would say some crazy
bitch.
shit.
The shit she said about Nia with the Chipotle bowl and her taking it from people and gobbling up. I was like, what the fuck?
That was low.
I will
What
only
the is
no.
I
that?
was so gagged when she said.
Why
I will
would you
only. I will
say?
no 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 no. I will only accept the goddess character back if she gets rocked in the mouth at least twice a year for saying some off the cuff
She
shit.
used to back then.
Well, it's a new day, baby. So more than
Somebody's
likely
gonna,
she gonna get her
somebody.
ass
There's
whooped.
too many
It's too
hard-handed
many
bitches
people
out
out there.
there. Come on now,
Mm-mm.
somebody's gonna
She.
hit
I
I
her.
ain't
mean,
gonna
like
just let
because
her
I.
talk reckless
And
like that.
between Raquel and
And
Stephanie.
Lash, who else
Stephanie.
over there got a
Stephanie,
heavy hand? Stephanie, yes, Stephanie. Stephanie might
Bianca,
throw you off of a
no,
building. At this point,
yeah,
she's a little off
Paige,
herself.
Stephanie
If
hit you
Blake
so
if
hard, you
Blake
know.
goes if Blake goes up,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's
she
crazy.
really she'll need the shit out of you.
Oh, I
Tatum
would
was just
love to
scared
see
of.
her and Tiffany go at it just so she could give Tiffany what she really needs.
Yeah,
'Cause I need to
That was.
see
Oh my
she gonna make Tiffany
god.
go to work. So
She gonna
talking
make
I
about
need to
Tiffany
see
Tiffy
that.
cry.
time, said, bitch, you gotta clock in. Talking about Tiffy time. She would make her clock in. She's like, you going to fucking work today, bitch. And I'd be like, I know that's right.
Period.
Stephanie
You
be
better,
hitting her
she
so.
gonna earn every bit of that paycheck. Who
Stephanie
else?
hit her
There's
so
another
hard.
bitch
She be
that be
thinking she's
hitting
a
hard as
pussycat doll
hell.
like Liv.
Lash. It's Lash that hits
Yeah,
hard.
I
That
said
damn four
last.
heart
There's
Yeah.
stuff she be
somebody on
doing is
NXT that I'm
crazy.
blanking on.
Who is
Um.
Zaria? Is it Zaria?
The
No,
old
somebody no.
Zaria would turn her ass inside out.
Is it
Lola.
Zaria? JC Jane? Lola is
JC
Lola.
Jane
definitely
is
got
what
this.
JC Jane and Lola,
She
they
got a nasty clothesline.
yeah.
JC's clothesline is
So I ain't
ugly.
doing it. So ooh, that's doing a lot. Like
Mm-hmm. You got.
that hurts. That's what I'm saying. Like she gonna get popped. And it's not gonna be a pop like back, and it's gonna really shake her ass up because it's not gonna be like one of
Yeah,
them bitches. These are some D1 athletes. They gonna really pop you in your shit. And
they gonna
she's
take
just
your
gonna
ass out.
I would
she
love
gonna
to.
be asleep.
Period.
She gonna be
I would
Yep.
seeing
love. Oh, Jada.
Tweety Bird. She'll be
Jada.
knocked
Jada.
the fuck out.
Jada
Oh, Jada Parker with that
Parker.
that hip check.
Mm-hmm.
She knock her ass. She will be sleeping.
Yeah, she going down.
That's
She's
what I'm
like,
saying.
Alexa,
Like she gonna get her
Yeah.
ass. Someone's gonna get her
girl,
little
I
wake
just
one
need her
up.
to
too.
We
stick
in the middle of
around
the
long
match.
enough. I just need her to stick around long enough for the girls to come up so they can do what they need to do.
Yeah,
I would
they
love.
gonna smack. They would smack up a goddess Alexa up so good. The whole feuds, everything would be so good. But they gonna
But
smack
it's
her
gonna
up.
work. It's gonna
It's
eat.
gonna work. They gonna
I
smack
would
the shit
love.
out.
Make
Then
her.
she gonna say some wild shit about them. But they gonna
Yep.
smack the shit out of her though.
Make her
I would
be
love
United
to.
States champion for a while and she go through a couple people. I think it'll be great.
I would
I
love to
think it'll
see
be great.
her and Tatum kind of have a thing because then she could try to be like, ooh, the creepy, spooky Alexa, but then like Tatum can one up her and like really freak her the fuck out, which I think would be
As long as
hilarious.
they don't water Tatum down when she comes to the main roster,
They
I'm
better
okay with
not.
that.
That's my biggest fear with her is that they're gonna just make her a generic goth girl and take away everything that made her special while she was in NXT.
The
Like
one
that's
thing I
my big
do
fear.
trust with Triple H is the characters that they make. He does keep them. My only problem is that the bookers for each show are different. So everybody don't
Yeah.
trust the vision. That's the only problem that I have is people not trusting the vision.
Well, Road Dogg
But
ain't
we're
there
moving
anymore,
on.
so we got something.
Well, yeah, fair. That's fair. We're moving on because Becky Lynch and AJ Lee, you get one pass per night.
This
One
is my pass.
pass per night.
This is my pass. I
Oh, I'm
before
saving
all the
my
divas.
pass.
No, I'm this.
You need to
So we
save
get
it because
one.
there's a lot.
We get one. I know, but this. I'm be honest with
There's
you.
way worse matches than this.
I
You ain't
know,
lying.
but I have. What's the best way to say this? I have no emotional connection to this match. I am not a Becky Lynch fan. I am not an AJ Lee fan. AJ Lee was when I checked out of wrestling for a while, so whatever. But I just don't care.
I think that they just dragged it out just a little bit too long. That's
You
all.
think?
I don't think that is that bad. I actually, the feud itself is okay. I just wish they would have been a little bit more diligent about doing it. Like, I understand that AJ Lee is part-time. I don't think she needs to be full-time, but when you have a feud going, Mania's coming, you need to lock your ass in. Even Roman has
Hmm.
been around more than AJ Lee has. That says a lot. Okay? Because Roman
Hmm.
ass ain't getting out of bed just to get your ass there. Okay, he
He
not
always
doing that.
clocks.
But
He clocks in
you
me.
gotta think. We talking about almost 2 months. Every other week, Roman was there. We've seen AJ
Hmm.
Lee maybe once or twice.
Roman clocks in from Royal Rumble time to after, let's say, Payback, and then he goes away for a couple months if he needs to, which he will be because he's got to be promoting Street Fighter, and then he'll be
Yeah,
back in
but
time for SummerSlam.
I don't think he's gonna leave too much. I think he's
No,
gonna be
because
around.
he low key ain't really getting booked on like that. Is what the tea is.
No, he's got to
Ooh.
work.
Allegedly, like he's not
We
really.
talking like his acting
Yeah,
stuff.
it's nothing
It's
to do with
not
him as a
as
person.
great.
Yeah,
No, no,
obviously,
no.
like people have like great things to say about him, but his acting is
It's
not
not
good.
great,
It's not
I
good.
So
It's not
you
good.
can't be, you're not gonna be able to rest on like The Rock
yeah.
is. You're gonna have to clock in like Batista did and really do your due diligence.
Yeah.
Or
So
even John.
apparently,
John,
he's like going back to the lab with that,
Uh,
which
like
is
so
fine.
taking a
I
step
think he
back.
should.
so
He
me, I was
should.
actually looking at pictures of the Street Fighter cast because my boss at work, he loves Street Fighter, but he's not a wrestling fan. So I was showing him stuff. I'm like, this is Jason Momoa as Blanca. Here's Cody Rhodes as Guile. I told him, I can never get his name right. The guy who played Reacher, that guy that you're in love with, Tiff. Who's that
Alan
guy?
Richardson. Yeah,
I can never
I
say
love
his last
him.
name right. You do. You really do.
It's Richardson.
Uh,
It's Richardson.
but I was
I
like,
love
yeah,
that man.
they wanted him to play Guile, but then they picked Cody, and then I showed him Roman as Akuma. And my boss looked at it and he goes, why does Akuma have a beard? I'm like, what? Wait, what? And I look again. Roman didn't even shave for Akuma. Akuma does not have a beard in Street Fighter. I'm not trying to sound nitpicky, but I didn't even notice that.
It
And I was
sounds
like, oh,
nitpicky.
he's a huge Street Fighter fan, so it's nitpicky
I
for
mean,
him.
it's
But
not.
I was like,
Is that the catalyst to which you would measure what he should and
no,
shouldn't be? For me,
no,
I
but
don't
I'm
give a shit. I don't.
no,
I don't care.
I didn't care about it till my boss said something, and I was like, "Oh, he didn't shave for Akuma. Akuma doesn't have a beard." It's just like
He
shit like
probably
that.
didn't
When you
require him to shave for Akuma, or he might have said, "I'm not doing it," which
have
that's
we
his
ever seen
prerogative.
have we ever seen a clean shaven Roman Reigns?
No,
Yeah,
Really?
Roman's
not like
had a
fully,
beard this
fully,
whole
but
time.
he's like very
He hasn't had that
like
full beard. No, but
Mm, mm,
he's had a goatee at some point. Now, when he was in NXT, I think he wasn't shaved. I think he wasn't didn't have a beard in NXT.
mm.
But when he got to the main roster, he had a beard. It was just one of those really nice lined up ones. That makes sense.
That's, that's when his wife started getting knocked up all the time too.
That man said he done having kids, which I was like, thank
Um,
God.
Your poor wife.
Thank you, Jesus. He
Oh
said he
We're
liked
yeah,
his
never
yeah.
gonna.
house emptying out.
We're never gonna
I'm like,
end this
you're what are you
bloodline
talking
shit.
about emptying out? Everybody else is young. JoJo's just now. Was she 17 now? Where the fuck JoJo?
Something
I
like
mean, I
Yeah,
don't
that.
she
mean
got a
that to
boyfriend
say
too.
that fucking out.
He said he thought that the dude was gonna be so intimidated by him that he wouldn't want to date her. And I was like, no, baby, that's not how it works.
It don't work
Even
like
you
that.
know that that's not how it works.
I'd be like,
But
I beat you up in 2K26. You ain't nothing special. Anyway,
so Alexa says she's using her pass on this match with Lee and Lynch. So
I
Nicole, who
don't,
you got?
I don't want to. It's just no emotional connection. That's all.
I mean, I don't either, but I think AJ's gonna retain.
Yeah.
Does she need to come make sure she's at Backlash and not just disappearing with that belt till SummerSlam?
Well, I
I
don't think
think
it's
Becky's leaving
necessarily
after
a her
Mania.
issue. I mean, it was for
Yeah.
like the first part because obviously she was like well apparently she was not taking like Larry passing away very well.
Yeah.
Um,
So, and then she was like doing, and then also she had like a promotional thing that she needed to do, like that she like booked like months and months back. So, unfortunately, it kind of like ran into each other. But after she was cleared up, WWE didn't do a good enough job to like book her because after that
Yeah.
stuff, they could have had her showing up. They just didn't do it.
Yeah.
Stalker.
So we going with AJ Lee to retain, and she'll be champion for a little while. All
And you said
right.
you
Let's
think
see what
you,
we got
Tip,
next.
Tip, you said you think Becky's like leaving after Mania for a while, or
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she is too.
Yeah, I do. I don't think she's sticking around, not because she doesn't want to, but I think that her life has changed. She has different priorities. The moment she was on Unreal and she was talking about how it upset her when Rue would get upset that she was going out there to go work instead of staying on the bus with her, that's when I knew that
mm-hmm.
this was coming to an end very soon for her. And I'm okay with that. I've said this multiple times. Like, life is going to take you in multiple different directions. When you've already built enough to sustain yourself outside of wrestling, you don't have to work that hard. And you shouldn't. This is a new day, and you got to learn how to let go when it's okay to let go. She can always come back. Look at her counterparts. CM Punk, 10 years. He took 10 years. He's coming back. He's champion again.
Trish
You've got
Stratus.
people like Rey Mysterio who's hanging on. You got Trish Stratus coming back. You've got all these people, the Bellas, they're coming back. Like, it's not like it's unheard of. It's not like it's not something that she can't do. It is very possible. She just needs to let Rue be her priority right now. Seth also needs to look at that. And it's no shade to
Yeah,
Seth, but I don't think that you have to do all of this because you've already proven what you are and what you're capable of. And when you decide to come back, whether it be a year or two, whenever you decide to come back, you'll always be the top one of the top guys. That isn't going to change. So I'm fine with her taking a step back. I don't think Becky needs to hang around the E that much longer. I think she has plenty of time to figure out what she wants to do. She's already started with her coffee company, which I signed up for because I want to try it.
I
It
know.
looks
I'm
like
gonna
it's going to
sign
be
up.
good.
I'm gonna sign up for it too because I also want to try it.
send me the
And they
link
have a
because I'll
booth
do it.
that they
I'll
have
do
with
it.
the samples. They have a booth where they have the samples of it at the WWE World, but they're going to be giving away samples there. They're limited samples. So if you're going to Mania, you're going to be able to go to that booth. It's probably going to be out the ass. But I signed up so I could get the notification when they're selling it on their website. And I'm just going to buy a bag so I can see what they talking about. And Seth is very much a coffee snob.
He has a
Mm-hmm.
And he
coffee
turned his
shop. He's
wife
had that
into
coffee
one.
shop for years.
Black and
Yeah,
gold
he's a
coffee.
coffee snob. He is a coffee snob, and he turned his
Yeah, he's
wife
had
into
that
one.
coffee shop
And
for what, like a few years now.
yeah, it's been
Yeah.
a long time.
The only
Long
reason
time.
I'll
So
ever go to Iowa would be for that coffee shop because that's where it's at.
I know that coffee
they
shop's
are
like
opening up
was
a
like
bunch of
two.
them.
that coffee shop's like 2 girlfriends ago. That's how long he's had that coffee
No, yeah,
shop.
it is.
Jesus
Yeah.
No,
Christ.
I'm being dead ass. I'm not even
No,
trying to
that's
be
I
funny.
know,
true.
just the way you said it.
But it's the only way she could describe it so you can understand. Because I mean,
Like
he's
how
been with
long
Becky
he's
for a
had that
while.
coffee shop.
Yeah, and it was a minute he's had it. So like, I'm okay with trying it. I think it's gonna be good. But we're gonna
That's
move
what
on
I'm
to the
saying.
next
Like
match.
that, I was like, I know, like they're not gonna put no bullshit out, especially
Ooh,
like him, like
No.
how he cares about coffee. I was like, oh, this might be some real shit.
ooh, you know what?
Yeah.
I got an idea. I got an idea. My husband is like Steph. He's a coffee snob. Ooh, ooh, I just came up with something I'll have to tell you guys off the clock because I want this as like a secret that we can work on. That would be great.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Never
We
mind.
had the 6-man tag team match. This is supposed to be the show opener with the unsanctioned match, but this is supposed to go on first. It is the Usos and LA Knight versus the Vision and I Show Speed.
Okay. Um, my child was watching Raw with me, and she she was watching TV. She was watching it. She goes, Mom, when did I Show Speed become a wrestler? And I looked at her. I said, Do you know who this guy is? She goes, Yeah, he's like super
Everybody knows who he
annoying.
is.
She goes, Yeah, he's
I,
super
I
annoying. Why is he here?
I'm gonna say this. I disagree. And I usually don't when it comes to the streamers coming in. But I'm gonna tell you something about I Show Speed. So I Show Speed was kicked out from his mom's house when he was like between the ages of 13 and 15 years old. He had to go live with his dad. And then he started to stream, and he was on stream one time to call his mother and tell her happy Mother's Day. And that lady hung up on him.
What a cunt.
And that boy cried on camera. He was crying because he was absolutely hurt by that. He then decided to get up and go to Target, I believe. And he went, and this mother was in Target. He asked her if she was a mom. He says, "Okay, well, where's your child? Do you have a son or a daughter?" She said, "Yeah." "What are you asking?" She was very apprehensive, rightfully so. A
As,
stranger
as
coming up
any
to him
mother would
asking you
be,
about your
yeah.
children. But he was like, "I want to do something special for you and your son." So what he did was he went to the car to go see the little boy, and she was standing there. The little boy knew who he was because he's a
Oh,
popular streamer amongst the kids. And he said, "You want a computer? I'll get you a state-of-the-art computer." He bought that boy $1,000 computer,
shit.
okay, with everything he needed. And he gave that mom, I think he gave her like some money. He bought her flowers and he paid for the groceries that she had. And he told her that was his Mother's Day gift to her, since he couldn't have a Mother's Day gift for his own mother because she wouldn't take it. So, having said that, I don't think that I Show Speed is like Logan Paul, where you coming in and you're just like, "Yeah, I'm good at everything, bro." It's not like that with him. It's not like that. It's a different, it's different. That boy just got done doing a whole tour in Africa to show everybody that Africa is not the less industrial place that most people in the Western Hemisphere believes. So we saw all the different countries, and he didn't even go everywhere. He went to certain countries, but we got to see everything. So I give him a little bit of a break because he didn't come in. And I also give Logan Paul a little bit too, because they didn't come in like they didn't come in with the idea to embolden themselves using wrestling. Logan Paul especially came in and really wanted to be a WWE superstar, which you can tell by the work he's put in to do it. And that's not me overhyping him. That's just telling the truth. They respect the sport and they give the sport the respect it deserves. Also, the superstars respect them because of it. And they didn't just go in and say they already knew how to do things, they trained there at the PC. I Show Speed had his first match, his true first match, over in NXT when they had the performance center. And he was wrestling. I don't remember what match it was, but it was over on YouTube, I think. And it was they put the clips of it up on Twitter, and Randy Orton was there, gave him his props, and was like, "Man, you're doing great. You're progressing faster than most people. Like, you're really doing an excellent job." So you got, I know that people don't like to see the celebrities, but in this case, give them a break, especially Speed, because he deserves the break.
I don't understand what's wrong with his mother.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
I don't
heard
know.
him make a comment. I don't like. I was vaguely aware of him, but I never knew about. But I saw this clip. He said some. I don't know. Like it was like everybody was talking about something. He's like, "Oh, my mom hates me." It was like a picture of. I think it was his mom or something like that with him. I think they're like on some red carpet or some, I don't know, some shit like that.
Mm,
And I was like, "Oh, that's kind of." At first, I thought he was joking. I was like, "Oh, that's kind of weird," and I just didn't think nothing else about it.
yeah,
Mm.
she's made it very clear how she feels about the boy. And I think that's ugly. You ain't gonna never get nowhere in life doing people like that.
Yeah,
And
And he don't
that's
deserve that. He's her child. He don't deserve to be treated like
he didn't
that.
ask to be here.
yeah,
You put him here.
Right,
exactly.
right.
Like that's
So
So
what are
that
you
people
mad
I
about?
people.
didn't like that at all. I thought that was nasty word. And I was like, nah,
You
you
know,
wrong.
you know what the shitty thing is when it comes to parents like that, because we've seen this. We not to get off topic about it, but you always see them like 5, 10 years later. Well, if it wasn't for me, they wouldn't be here in the first place. As they're trying to sue them for like millions and millions of dollars that they say their kid owes them because they, popped them out or some shit like that. I hate that
I
so
don't
fucking
know
much.
what. I hope that doesn't. I mean, even if she tries, he hasn't documented that she's done some pretty shitty things to him. So as far as I'm concerned, like it doesn't matter. My biggest issue though is that he's catching a lot of flack that somebody like your Lil Yachty does deserve.
I don't even know who the
I
fuck
I'm
disagree
Lil
with you
sorry.
on
Yachty is.
little. I sorry.
I
I
don't.
disagree on Little Yachty because I think Little Yachty isn't even trying to be a wrestler. He's basically being like a Teddy Long, like a hype man. Like he's or like now like a Stokely. Like he's just there to hype them up. He's like, hey, I don't know what's all I know is like this is my guy. So
Hey,
all I
real
care
quick for
about
I
is
don't
my
like
guy.
that.
Hey, real quick for the
I don't like
Caucasians
him.
in the room, would I know any Little Yachty songs if I heard it
Nope.
or?
Nope.
Okay,
Not
Nope.
there we
really.
go. That's
Nope.
all I need to know. Thank you.
I don't like Lil Yachty, so my hatred is extremely biased, and I will stand by that. I don't like that nigga. So I don't
I don't
care
like
what he
his
trying to do.
attitude.
In my opinion, Trick Williams don't need hyping, but I understand it. But I just don't like that nigga. So,
I don't like. I don't like the tweet that he put out because he sounded like a smark, which is worse than a mark in my opinion. And it's just like
I mean,
I don't.
I'm okay with him defending himself, but like I said, you are in the IWC now, and you're on TV. The wrestlers get 10 times as much shit as what you got for this one little time that you're gonna be there. The
So get
wrestlers
a
have to
six.
deal with that shit every single day. So it's either
Get
you
tougher
buck
skin.
up or bitch out. That's it. I don't want to hear you complaining. I don't want to hear it.
Mhm.
Because the wrestlers
Mhm.
don't have the option to check out and be able to go do whatever, and they can go play music or do whatever the fuck it is you want to do, streaming or whatever. They don't have that option. They gotta get their ass up and go to work. Despite the fact that they be getting stalked, they getting talked about 24/7. Some people don't like the shit they doing, so they directly tweeting them or DMing them, telling them they gonna murder them because they don't like the fact that they beat their favorite. That's the type of shit they have to
Or
deal with every day.
all while probably injured and trying to work through the injury.
And
Wanting to
having to
be at
deal with
home.
backstage politics, trying to figure out if they're gonna be able to handle all of this shit. Like it's a lot that go into it. So you
Hmm.
bitching about people not liking you being there, nigga, please. No.
Please, we have
we're not
people. We have
we're
people
not
who
doing
don't
that.
like us. Do you think we let that shit get to us? No. Like,
I
come on,
mean, I
man.
don't care. I don't care. And that's how he should be. That's the only prop I give you. You're gonna be existing here and doing shit with mania and all that shit. You're gonna have to block some people. You're gonna have to turn
Mhm.
your social media over to a manager so you don't see that shit every day. You got to be
He
able to
won't.
take the boos along with the cheers. It's just that simple. I'm sorry, but you in the middle of a situation where, quite
You're
frankly,
not.
it probably wouldn't be so bad if they was in New Orleans instead of going to Vegas. But because they in Vegas and the fans are still pissed and the
Mhm.
tickets are ridiculous, it is what it
They're
is,
gonna
fam. I don't know
they're
what to
gonna
tell you.
take they're gonna take it out on the first person that they can see. Now there are some people,
Which
celebrity
is
wise,
you.
that should that y'all should be angry that they're getting time. Like fucking Jelly Roll, for instance. So that's a whole nother kettle of fish right then and there.
I don't think
But like
Jelly Roll's not on the card for Mania.
that doesn't mean his ass won't show
Mm-mm.
up. I don't know. I
I don't think he'll be there. I don't. Well, I mean, if he's there in any capacity, it can't be no bigger or better than what Lil Yachty's doing for
I mean,
Trick
yeah.
Williams.
At least little
Me
Yachty's not a whole
personally,
ass weirdo.
I just didn't think Yachty needed to be a part of it. It's Trick's first Mania. If Trick was already champion and then he was moving into SummerSlam, I probably wouldn't say anything about it. I'd probably be like, sure, whatever makes you happy.
Bro,
But
Trick Williams is so over. I was taking a walk on my lunch break today, and my downtown city, I heard someone blaring his theme song from their car. I'm like, there
it's
ain't
a
no
bop.
fucking way.
So
I'm
I'm
like,
not
that's.
surprised.
I like looked at it, I said, is that Trick Williams theme song? I'm like, holy shit! And the guy's just like getting into it. I'm like, this man's over. Give him, if he don't win this U.S. title, give him the fucking world title. 'Cause holy shit.
Mm, I'll get to Trick Williams in a minute. Y'all probably ain't gonna like me. But you
Uh
gotta
oh.
pick the Vision and I Show Speed or the Usos and LA Knight.
I'm gonna go with Usos and LA Knight strictly because we had a match on Monday that was MST versus this lot, and that would have made a lot better WrestleMania match in my opinion. But what do I know? I'm not the booker. I know they probably ain't gonna win, but whatever.
Nicole, who you picking?
Oh, I think the Usos and them are gonna. This is the match that I actually should have used a pass on, but it's too late because this is garbage. This is like
Ugh,
the garbage match.
garbage.
Jesus.
But I'm gonna go with the Usos and LA Knight.
Darnell said, do you think that they could have put Julia and Tiffany on the match card for the women's US title?
No.
Well, they haven't been building it up. I wouldn't have put them on the match card.
If they had building them up, yeah, but we got nothing.
There's real all their stuff has been pushed back to basically to be on Twitter and TikTok and Instagram. They really haven't done anything, and their YouTube, like the WWE exclusive stuff. That's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. First, before we go here, let's go here. I think we got one more match. I think I got all the matches. Okay. We got one more. So we got Gunther versus Seth Rollins.
I think
It's
Seth
a
is
very
gonna
simple,
win.
straightforward feud here. You think Seth's gonna win?
I think Seth is gonna win. I think um I know I said last week when we were talking about this that this was gonna not be a good match just because of the different wrestling styles. If we got I like that Gunther who when I don't know if you want to call him feral unhinged, but like the one that was like yelling into the mic at Seth and he dropped the whole bravado. I was like, oh, okay. Like
I think
I
this
think
match is gonna be good.
Steph is gonna win. I think Gunther's been too good on a streak. He's retired like three people. It seems like
I don't think he's gonna
so.
win.
I don't think Gunther's gonna win. I think Steph is gonna humble his ass at Mania.
I don't.
You don't?
I think Gunther's
No, ain't
gonna win.
nobody. I'm sorry. I hate to tell you, ain't nobody
I
gonna put
think Gunther's
Gunter.
gonna win
Gunther's gonna win. He's gonna win via interference, though, but he's gonna win
from Braun Breaker.
from Bond Breaker. He's gonna win via, but he's
He's
gonna get a
gonna
little.
win
He gonna
though.
get a little help. He gonna win though.
Yeah, but it's gonna
So
be
Seth won't
interference
look
in
too
that
bad. But
match.
Seth ain't winning that fucking match.
He not winning. No. But
He ain't winning that match.
I don't think Gunther's losing. Gunther's lost every Mania match he's had,
Yes,
if I recall. He's on like a 3-match
he's
losing
never
streak
won
right
at
now.
Mania.
He hasn't won at Mania yet.
He'll win at everything else. He'll win at every other random ass pay per view. He'll literally get dropped a title at a fucking Clash at Paris, but he cannot win at Mania.
Or
He is
said or
no.
at
He
fucking
literally
Saturday
has
night.
never won at on Mania.
Never won. Never.
All those times he's been on fucking Mania.
Yep.
I'd be
I
mad as
think
fuck.
that I think Gunther's winning. I do. And I think that Braun Breaker's coming back at Mania because they got to get that feud going with them. They got to.
They say he's cleared, right?
He is cleared. He's been cleared for about 2 weeks now.
Yeah, we gotta show.
Yeah, Gunther too. Yeah. Gunther was Braun Breaker comes out. Yeah. All right. So we're moving on. We got to move back to the girly pops. Liv Morgan and Stephanie Becker. Now, before y'all pick, I'm going to tell y'all what everybody's been saying. Now, I posted the stuff on my page about Liv Morgan's entrance music and the music video for it. And everybody thinks because WWE has now posted this music video for her entrance and because of the new paper magazine thing, all the layouts they've been doing, that this is their sign that Liv Morgan is winning.
See, I don't think she's winning. I don't think she's winning because we have seen this before, where people get the video packages, they get the grand whatever, and they get their asses whooped, and they get embarrassed, especially the ones because it's really okay. Let me take these off real quick. The best way to explain this. Oh God, there was someone mentioned this because they do this every time where they always have the one who's the heel because Liv is the heel in this situation. She thinks she's. We saw it on Monday where she keeps talking about Stephanie's mama. Liv, you don't talk about someone's mom because you're gonna get busted with another lump on your forehead going into Mania. Okay, but the hype. Who was someone I want to say they did something like this with Becky where they hyped it up and all that, and she ended up losing. I think what's gonna
Oh,
happen.
she did. Oh, what was
Yep,
that? That's gonna bother me.
yep. It was something. It was like her book. It
They
was
did
like when
that
she
to
went up.
another. They did that to
It was
another.
when she went up against Rhea when she was wearing her
Yeah,
book on her and she had got sick that
Yup.
year.
yeah. I
She
felt
did
bad for her
all
because.
they. She did all that. They did all that fucking rollout just for her to fucking lose. So
Hmm
they did
And
that
she
to
ended up
another women
losing.
too.
And
Who
God
was
bless
it?
Becky Lynch for. And what did Becky have? She had like ammonia or something like that.
She
She had a
had an over
sinus
in 100
infection.
fever.
Yeah, that
She
bitch
Yeah,
went
was
she
out
was
there
sick.
and
sick,
whoop,
sick. She
and
was
that
sick,
bitch
Her
still
sick.
ass
went
And
should
out
have been
there
in
and
her
wrestled.
ass. Honestly, should have been in the
it was
hospital.
cold. It was
Hmm
cold out there.
They said her
What?
ass was on an IV literally almost right up until
But
Well,
she
they said
wrestled
that
like she
she
was
went. She
perfectly fine.
wrestled. I said,
that's
you need
why
to drive her
she.
to the hospital.
Well, they said
Yeah.
that when she lost, she was you noticed like Rhea helped her. I think Rhea like pushed her out of the ring or something like that, and then they got her ass backstage to medical or some shit. But I'm like, Becky
Yeah.
Lynch is a tougher bitch than I am because I would have called in sick. I don't care if it's WrestleMania. I ain't going out there with an over 100-degree temperature and expecting
I ain't
to
going out.
flop
What
around
the
and
fuck?
shit.
I ain't going out there
I'm
either.
not going out there at all. Match not
But
happening,
we've
bitch. Go home. I'm not doing
Yeah,
that.
but we have seen
cancel my
we
match. I will have it on Monday if I feel better.
for we'll do
Period.
this at Backlash. Like use
Yep.
but like they always do this where they build someone's hype up, they give them all this shit only for them to lose horribly. And a crash out
Mm.
always follows. This is what I think is going to happen. Dominic I think is
And
not.
that's why you're going to get mad on why I don't think somebody else is going to win now.
So I don't think I don't think
I
anybody from Judgment Day is going to have a good WrestleMania. I think they're all going to lose. But I think what's going to happen is at one point, because I've been watching Raw, and I've been watching distinctly for two things: Danhausen and how Raquel is acting around Liv. Those are the two things that I'm keeping an eye out for. I think Raquel's going to cost her this match. And it's not going to be like an accident, oopsie daisy. It's going to be out of sheer jealousy if they go with that. Liv is not winning WrestleMania. I guarantee that she is not going to win this match because something is going to happen to cause her to lose focus, get cocky, and Stephanie, being the veteran that she is, she's going to narrow right in on that shit and she's going to take advantage of it. And Liv ain't going to win.
Nicole, who you got?
I also don't think Liv is winning, but I don't think it's Raquel that's going to cost her. I think it's going to be Roxanne.
Oh, sleeper agent. I forgot about her.
Roxanne was brought in by Finn, and they never really got the chance to
because when she was trying to talk to her, that's when Stephanie
bust her in the head.
Busted. So that's what I'm saying. Something about that smells fishy to me.
Because I know Dom's not going to win his match. Liv ain't going to win.
Well, no, I don't think. See, this is the thing. The interactions between Liv and Raquel have been pretty normal. There's been nothing that's been out of the blue for Raquel. She hasn't gotten mad at Liv for costing her multiple matches. She hasn't done none of that. Couldn't have been me. But she hasn't done none of that. So me personally, I don't think that Raquel is your problem. I do think Roxanne could be, but to me, putting Liv Morgan back on top as champion doesn't do you any good unless you plan on slowly but surely introducing Raquel to go after that title. That's the only way to me that it would make any sense. I don't think Liv should be champion again for a little bit, but I'm going with Stephanie. I think Stephanie is going to retain her title. And then they can have new feuds. They can have Stephanie facing off against Lyra. She can face off against when they shake up this roster, because they need to shake up this women's roster.
Yeah, they
need to shake some shit up. Natalya ain't been on TV in months. She could start a feud with her, have a little light work or something, But whatever. But we all going for Stephanie. We're not gonna pick Liv Morgan. It's okay. She gonna say bite me anyway when you. Your entrance music is terrible, sis. I'm sorry to tell you, but you did something great for yourself, and I love that for you. And I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I'm not worried.
I just wish they would have debuted it during Mania when she came out there. You know what I'm saying? Then I probably wouldn't be so mad about it.
No, who said this? Someone said this is something that Liv should have done when her whole revenge tour against Rhea was starting off.
That was
you. Okay, you're smart. I love you because of it. But
yes, because I felt like that would have been cool. But even if she waited and debuted it now, I'm okay with it. But I wish she would have done it at Mania. You know how Tiffany Stratton's entrance with the Barbie doll thing was her entrance. It was cute for her. It worked. Everybody loved it. Yeah. I felt like this could have been a good way for you to be petty and do a dig at Stephanie. You could have had the dark-haired girl in there dressed up like Stephanie. You could have been beating her down, and you could have had the whole entrance theme playing on the Titantron while you coming out there laughing and giggling and sniggling. That would have pissed Stephanie off. Everybody being here like, this bitch crazy. And it would have worked. It just was messy. That's all. I just wasn't a fan of it. But anyways, we all picked Steph.
La Primavera.
I don't think Raquel's going to turn on her just yet. Because
I think it's Roxanne.
I think it's Roxanne too. Because real talk, Raquel could have had plenty of opportunities to turn on Liv Morgan. She should have, since Liv eliminated her in the Rumble, and yet she's still her friend. I'm like, you ain't
No,
got no
because
backbone. You's a
if
weak
we
ass
were in
bitch.
Well, it's not even
it,
a rumble because low key, as like someone who likes competition, that's a very that's a every man for yourself. Like we cool, but
yeah.
we gotta we gotta do our thing.
After the
It's
whole time
everything
they
after
was
it.
saving each other, it's Rumble. It's her having her singles match with Stephanie,
Yeah,
costing
it's
her that,
everything after
cost
that
her the
is where I
IC
have problems
title.
with.
Like you
Yeah.
cost her every match she had. I have yet to see her help her win anything. Meanwhile, Raquel's helped you keep your title for longer than what, 8 months?
Or it could be where, think about it, maybe we're missing something here. Maybe Roxanne and Raquel are working together,
I just don't think
I don't
Raquel's
think
and
that
they're
Raquel's
smart.
that
both going
smart enough
through.
yet, to be
I don't
honest.
think
Uh,
she's that smart. I'm
well,
sorry.
that'd be the first thing I'd be doing. Like, hey, double cross?
I mean, by our standards, looking at everything that has happened with Raquel and Liv, Raquel should have turned on Liv a long fucking time ago.
Raquel should have busted her ass after Rumble, because I'd been like,
If
so
we
you're
being
gonna use me
honest,
to get through other bitches, and then you're gonna throw me out down to the last three?
but
You
then
ain't
too,
gonna do
it was before that and it was after that. She interfered in the first match that she had with Stephanie. She interfered in the other match she had with her, and she ruined her opportunity to win in the IC tournament to be the next contender. She is the reason why that girl don't have no championship. And I'm like, so nobody's going. I'm like, okay, y'all do whatever y'all want to do.
that.
But we're gonna move on because we got one last match and we still got 6 other matches to talk about. Okay.
Oh Lord.
Last match. Orton and Rhodes. This is your main event for Saturday night, sir.
If
Who's
Randy
gonna
wins,
win?
if
I
Randy
mean, Randy's
wins,
probably gonna win.
if Randy wins clean without assist
He's
from
not gonna
Pat,
win clean. It's not happening.
then why the
He's
fuck
not
is
winning
Pat?
clean.
Why the fuck is Pat McAfee here?
Honestly, at this
You
point,
can't.
it's like it's not even no
We
use to
don't
even being
care.
mad about
Like,
it
We're not
anymore.
even gonna go down that road.
It's
We
like
I'm
it's
can't.
not,
just
I'm
it
not,
is what it is. It's just it
I'm
is
not
what it is.
even. It's not. I'm not even mad about it. I'm not even annoyed at it. It's just why.
It's just it is what it
Really,
is
there
at
ain't
this
nothing we can do
point.
about it.
Yeah.
I mean, there ain't nothing
So
we can do
that's
about
how
it.
I'm taking it. And Randy's gonna win. It is gonna be what it is. He's gonna go. Um, he's gonna go because they're not gonna be able to keep Pat for that long, anyways. And
Oh
I
yeah,
don't even
plus
Nope.
think at this rate, I don't even think they really want to keep him for that long. So he'll go back to doing whatever.
They'll have
And
some type
then
of angle to get rid of him.
yeah, they'll get some type
Hmm.
of angle to get rid of him, or they'll use it, have Cody be gone for a little bit, have him and Pat still run around, have Cody have
Yeah.
them fucking how have all of this literally drove Cody fucking crazy.
Yep.
So he finally
And then
turns
Homelander
heel, and now
returns.
it's too much, and
Yep.
that and then it's like a little too much for Randy. Now he's like, "Oh, whoa, whoa,
Yep.
what's this?" And it's like, "No, you wanted to play, so now we're playing, and
So
now
let's
you don't want to
play.
do nothing."
yeah.
Right.
That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna get all freaked out, and they're gonna be like, "Whoa, we was just playing." He's like, "Nah, we playing
No,
now."
no, no, no. We real nigga. Like, let's do this. Like,
Yeah,
Like
he's
you,
like,
you, you, you wanted to act like this. I'm giving you the energy that you gave me.
yeah, and they ain't gonna know
well,
what to
the
do with that
corporate
because they're so
stooge.
used to seeing him as one type of way.
Yep. Yep.
I'm not for used to throw drinks in people. There's what's her handle? Queen of the Ring. I think it's Queen of the Ring. Literally, there's a video. It goes. She's the girl in it. It goes viral like every once in a while on wrestling Twitter. And Cody literally takes some drink and spits it in her face. So it's when he was on
Mm-hmm.
the Indies. Like
That is
Indies,
so
New
vile. I would have
Japan.
beat his ass.
No, you don't understand. Indies, New Japan, Cody Rhodes
Motherfucker
was
had issues.
fucking
I don't
insane.
give a
He
fuck
low key used to say
about
some
none of
crazy. He
that.
used to low key say some crazy
He
shit to
said some
Brandy.
wild shit
He used to say
about
some
his wife.
wild shit to Brandy. He would
Yeah.
be like, he
That
was
shit he
like,
said on TNA when he was in TNA.
oh, what did he say to her that was crazy? He was basically told her like, go home, go shopping, go mind your
Whatever it is you
business.
do, lay on your back, whatever. And I was like, bitch, I know you fucking lying. You stood there and let him say that shit.
Oh, you know she probably
See,
yelled, kicked his ass later for it. Be like, hey, Cody.
I don't give a fuck. He got his ass whooped right then. Cause like, no, we not playing. Like, don't play with me like that. Don't fucking play with me like that. Like, you remember back in the day when Kurt Angle used to call Queen Charmel a gutter slut?
Oh my God.
Nigga. Kurt Angle was a menace back in the day.
He's
A
crazy.
That's
fucking
when.
I want to
menace.
have sex with your wife. Like,
Just,
what?
just say that shit flat.
Jesus.
Say that shit flat. I love gutter sluts. I want to sleep with your wife. Just walked up to Booker T, just
It's like,
talking
whoa.
absolute
It's like,
crazy.
and that's why I was like, oh, I see you got some problems.
No, for real.
That's he's like, damn, Kurt ain't gonna buy me on some drugs. That's kidding. And sure enough, no offense, Kurt. I
He
know
was
you don't
on
like
that
talking
shit.
about it, but he was like,
But I'm
oh, Kurt
sorry.
might be on
Mhm.
might be on that
They was
shit.
on that shit. They was on
He
that
turned
shit.
off. He
Like,
was on that shit.
he was on that shit. I'm just saying. I don't want to hear nothing either. I don't want to hear no bullshit about, oh, I missed the old Cody Rhodes because I know it's going to come. It's going to happen. And I'm going to be right there to say, no, shut your ass up. This is what you asked for.
You shut
So
up and
sit your ass
you
down and
watch him
watch
make
it.
them kids cry.
Yep.
Mhm.
Because he damn sure going to do it. He's going to do it.
And then y'all are gonna get
Anyways,
mad, but whatever.
no, don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. We're moving on.
Talking
It's night
about,
2. We
oh,
got
he was
6
supposed
matches.
to be our John Cena. I said he sure was, and you ruined it. So
He
guess
was,
what?
and you didn't want him.
Mhm.
You didn't want it. So now you gotta wait for
Yeah.
You didn't want
somebody
him.
else in the next
And that's
10,
what you
15 years,
get.
because we don't got nobody else besides him.
Nope.
Low
Nope.
key,
Thanks.
Nope.
that's it. You ruined it. So we're not even
Like
gonna
You
have
ruined
that.
it.
thanks a lot, asshole.
You ruined it.
Good luck.
That's your fault. Okay.
The only
So we
person, and
do
this is way
have.
too early, and the only person maybe Miles born, maybe
Ooh.
that's a big maybe. I think that's a little too
Yeah, that is a
early,
big maybe.
but that's a maybe.
Mm, John Cena level?
That's what I said. Maybe I said that's a hard maybe. I was like, I see a little bit more. That's the only one that
Mm,
fits it.
I mean,
They
Hmm.
got
yeah.
or they got to poach somebody from AEW. I
They're
don't
gonna
can't
have to
even think of
pull
anybody in
somebody. Yeah.
AEW.
I don't think it's nobody in AEW that can
There's
be the
nobody in
John Cena of
TNA.
this era. No.
Oh shit, I'm
No.
lying. Joe Hendry,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
right in front of
Okay,
my
but
face.
Joe, yeah,
Maybe.
yeah, they could. I kind of like Joe Hendry possibly being a villain with the way he do his songs. That shit would be funny. I'm
I
sorry.
know, but
I
we
would love
no.
to see that. I would love it. So we got night 2. It's Sunday, and we
Hmm.
got 6 matches on the card. The first hour for night 2 is going to be on ESPN, so you'll be able to see it with no restrictions. And they have Oba. Let me pull it up right and get the right match. No, I can't find it. God damn it. There it is. We got Oba and Lesnar first. So they're gonna have Oba and Lesnar on the first hour, and they're gonna have the 6-man Intercontinental Championship match. So we got Oba and Lesnar up first. Who you picking?
Crickets.
Oh no, I thought you were going first.
I know. I Pass.
You only get one pass.
I know.
You only
I'm
get
gonna
one.
bite myself in the ass later. I can't. I cannot.
You're passing. Okay. Nicole, you passing or you
I ain't
picking?
passing this. I think Oba's winning because I think they're gonna have a rematch and he's gonna lose at SummerSlam.
Mm, I think Oba is gonna win. I think that this is a good time to move forward and give Oba that W. So I'm gonna go with Oba. Alexis passed, and then we have Nicole. Nicole picked Oba. So we're gonna move on to the Intercontinental Championship ladder match. You got McDonough, Lee, Penta, Evans, Mysterio, and Rusev. You only get to pick two, your actual winner, and a possible backup. So Alexis, you go first. Nicole, you go next, and I'll go last.
I'm gonna go with. I've got to go with my boy Penta, of course. And I had to pick a second.
Mm-hmm.
This is hard. Well, not hard, but I'm gonna go with nephew. Actually,
Javon Evans.
he is my nephew from
Okay.
my second marriage. That's how I'm related to him. Okay, so
Hell no, that's crazy. Nicole, who are you picking? You get two picks, babe.
Um, Javon is winning,
Mm-hmm.
and my second, even though I don't think this is gonna happen, my second is Ray.
What?
God, I hope you're wrong on that.
And the reason is I think he's gonna win it, and then he's gonna be like, "All right, I did everything I want to do. Um, this was my last match. I'm gonna retire, retiring as champion."
I
I think I
disagree.
think he's gonna have one more, if that. But I think that's highly unlikely because I'm putting all most of my stock in Javon Evans. Like 80% of my stock is in Javon Evans.
I think that Penn is gonna retain, and if anybody else would win, it would be Javon. But I think Penn is retaining. I
Well,
don't think Ray's gonna win because I think Ray's last match is gonna be in AAA against his son for that AAA championship, and he's not gonna win it. He's gonna lose, and that's gonna be his final bow out.
Hmm.
That's before he drops the title because he's eventually gonna drop that championship. Um. Okay, so we got the first hour out the way. All right, now we're gonna go into the nitty gritty. So we got Sami Zayn versus Trick Willie. So since we went with Alexis first the last time, Nicole, you go first. Who do you think's gonna win? You think Sammy's gonna retain, or is Trick Williams gonna be your new United States champion?
y'all ain't gonna like this, but I think Sammy is retaining.
I knew it. I knew it.
I I hate to say it.
Yes,
I see the light.
I
I
told
see the
you.
light.
I knew it.
We're gonna get a
I knew
double
it.
turn. And also
That
someone
was the
did
one that
tweet
I
that
said
they
people was
were
gonna hate me
talking about
for.
creative was talking about this. So I think it's gonna happen because we showed he just fucking cheated to retain it. And then you
Yep.
see him and he's complaining about like why are you guys booing me? So I think he's
Yep.
gonna be like, fuck it, you gonna boo me, I'm just gonna be a villain.
I then you could boo me for a real reason, which I'm like, talk your shit, Sammy. Talk your
Mhm.
shit.
Yep,
I went. This is the one
I
that I
think
said
we're
I
gonna
think
get
people are
a
gonna be mad
double
at me.
we're gonna get a good old nice WrestleMania double turn.
Fine by me. Do it.
That's what we're
I
gonna
love them
get.
both.
Sammy's gonna retain. Next match
Yep.
though, Trick will win it though.
If Carmelo don't
Also,
call.
JK. So this is dependent on who wins the WWE championship. I think if Cody retains, surprisingly, I think Trick might be in the conversation, but if not, if Cody does, if Randy wins, I think that then they're gonna keep Trick around the United States and then have him eventually win that.
I'm going
Hmm.
Sami Zayn. I think Sami Zayn is gonna go full heel by Mania. Even if he doesn't, I think that Carmelo may pop up and interfere the same way that Trick interfered in his match, which to me would be a good way to keep Carmelo involved, circulating around that title. But it would keep all three of them busy for now until they figure out where they're gonna go next with the men's championship. Either way, I see Samuel walking out of there with that championship. That's just me. Alexis, you picking or you good?
I think something weird is going to happen in this match.
Mm-hmm.
There's too there's too many fingers in the pie. You got little Yachty there. God, I sound so too white to be saying that guy's name. You got that dude running around with Trick, right? You know he's probably gonna come down
Mm-hmm.
to the ring and shit with them. But then at the same time, you got Carmelo back in the shadows. He's pissed because he thinks that should have been his spot at WrestleMania in that Trick. They had that little fight,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because Carmelo's like, "How come you get Mania and I haven't gotten Mania yet?" You know, like that kind of. It's like the little. It's like the two brothers going at each other. I think it's gonna be a double disqualification because I don't know. I can't really call it. There's just too many people involved without some crazy shit going sideways.
I think it's going to be very straightforward, but I think there's going to be some interference. I don't factor in Lil Yachty, but he may be a problem, obviously. However, I do think that Trick Williams is underestimating Sammy and what he's capable of. And I think that's his biggest problem. And I think that Sammy's going to retain. I really do. But we're going to move on. We
Hmm.
got two more matches after this. Demon Balor is returning after a 3-year hiatus, and he's facing off against his former brother, Dominic Mysterio.
Oh
There's no
God.
title in this match.
Oh
It's
come
just a
Oh,
on!
fight.
bye. Come on now. It's gonna be.
No,
This is gonna be that filler match. That match ain't gonna be longer than 7 minutes. I guarantee you.
but it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good, but that's gonna be a short match. This is what's gonna be the short match.
Finn's
Fine
entrance
by
is
There's
going
me.
to
at
be
least
longer
one
than the
short
match.
match, and they do that with the fucking demon. They've done that. They did that. What was that gear where that mania where they had all those? It was one of the last years where they used to have all 5 million matches on the same night,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
and he wrestled Bobby. You
Yeah,
wrestled
he
Bobby
did.
Lashley, and that match was like fucking 5 minutes.
Yep. His demon entrances last longer than the actual match.
Well, y'all picking the demon?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, come
Okay.
on.
We're all picking the demon here for Finn Balor's return to the good side because he's been on the dark side for quite some time. We're
Hmm.
moving
Yeah, he
on.
was a heel for years.
Yeah. We're moving on to Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill. Now, before y'all start giving your picks, I'm going to tell y'all something. A lot of people are demonizing this match, saying it's not going to be good. They believe that Jade Cargill isn't good enough to face off against Rhea Ripley. I beg to differ. Jade Cargill usually rises to the occasion depending on her opponent. Now, I know that may sound strange, but think about what I'm saying. Look at her matches when she's had people who are really good, strong, solid wrestlers. Her match with Io Sky this past Friday or last Friday. Her match with Jordan Grace. Her matches with Naomi. They were solid matches, every single one of them. But then you look at her match with Tiffany, all of them, and they weren't good. They didn't really live up to the hype because her opponent wasn't good enough to match. You get what I mean? So
Uh-huh.
having said that, Rhea Ripley and Jade Cargill, who you got?
I think Rhea's winning, unfortunately, and I hate it.
Mm.
I hate it,
Because
but I
What
think
about
she's
you?
look,
winning.
no, because Jade fucked up. Her and her little baddies 2.0 fucked up
Mm.
because you had to go and wake up feral Rhea. That bitch was put to rest. We made her go to sleep years ago. We worked. We went to therapy. We
Hell
healed.
no.
We did a lot of shit to make Rhea a better person. But y'all had to keep fucking around, and now you woke her back up, and now it's your damn fault. It's your damn fault. She's like this in the first fucking place. I think a lot of this stuff, because I'm gonna be honest, and y'all can hate me for this. I am not a big Jade fan, but you know why? She's not for me. So whatever. Rhea's my girl. That's what I'm going with. But I think a lot, and me and Tiff were actually talking about this, and Tiff, you said something and you hit it on the fucking head. It was either you or Dawn, and either way, it was that they had no idea which way they wanted to go with this build up. They were like, and we can see it when we go back and watch this. They were trying to throw everything and anything at the wall, and nothing was sticking. That's why nothing was coherent. That's why nothing was concise. Or I think that's how you say that word. I'm not sure, but like the the match itself. Okay, if we can say big meaty men slapping meat, why can't we say muscle mommies putting the smack down on each other or some shit like that? Okay, like from a woman's point of view. The problem is they had no idea how they were going to build this right. They waited, and I'm not saying they waited to the last minute, but like 2 weeks out from Mania, these two hoes should have been scrapping with each other, like flat out fighting in the back, not like, B-Fab getting knocked around, Michin getting the shit. No, it should have been her and Rhea, like dogs fighting each other in the back, stuff getting broken, stuff getting destroyed, them fighting through the security, Jay taking out like six security guards, Rhea taking out like six security guards. Like they're just beating the shit out of each other. But now you just now made this more like dramatic because now you've put EO into it. And I hate to quote Asuka, but last year you had EO Sky go in there as WWE Women's Champion against Rhea and Bianca, treated her as an afterthought, and now she's not even on the. She won after literally being treated like the child, like a little girl, being shoved out of the way by Bianca and Rhea. My ad. I'm not gonna forget that shit. But now she's not even on the card, and it's like y'all are just. This is what I mean by like the frustration of WrestleMania. They did not know what to do, and I know it's because Bianca. There was a lot of questions about her, but this is, and me and Don were talking about this. You have to have backup plans. It's like when your computer goes down, you have your save points. You have multiple save points from different times because you don't know what shit is, messed up or not. That way you have a backup for a backup for a backup. This is literally them saying, we don't know what we're doing. We don't know what to do for Rhea and Jade. And now y'all resorted to feral Rhea. Which again, we
I
went to
I
therapy.
I mean,
disagree.
I honestly don't want to even
I
see
disagree.
Rhea at Mania. Like, I just don't need to see her. Like, this is the
My
second,
my
third. Sorry, Tiff. I'm just like, I just can't see. Like, that's what I'm irritated about. She goes to WrestleMania every year, and then it's like she always, and she's probably gonna win a fucking title because she always does when she goes there. And I'm just over it. So it's just like whatever. Just like do what they
I
always do.
I mean, I don't think that their feud is bad. I think that's the way everybody's looking at it. The feud started off where they were talking about each other in terms of their physical attributes because that's what's naturally compared about them. The feud has evolved. I think people are like, well, I don't really know the direction of the feud. Yes, you do. It went from her going after Jade. Jade's making it very clear. Yeah, you're here. Yeah, you're the number one contender, but I don't have to engage with you the way you want to. I'm the champion. You're coming to see me. That's the basis of it. It's a pissing match between the two big behemoths in terms of the women's division. That's not hard to understand or grasp. Y'all want everything to be spoon fed to you straight out the pack every single time. And sometimes it's okay for you to build it up. Now, I understand people's frustration with Rhea. I'm not saying that Rhea always should be the deserving one, but I understand too, Rhea is a commodity. She's going to put asses in seats. She's going to sell tickets. The problem is, however, there wasn't enough build between Rhea and Jade for people to hyper focus on them. People already have preconceived notions about Jade. They judge her, they treat her like shit a lot. And Rhea Ripley is always going to be deemed as the hero. Even if Jade Cargill was the face, everybody would be cheering for Rhea Ripley, which is what's happening now. The reason why they added in Michin and BFAB was to expand on the feud. That's why she attacked Io Sky, because that's her homegirl, it's her friend. It's not difficult to understand what's happening here. And all I'm saying is give Jade Cargill a chance to do what she's doing. Everybody always beats that girl down before she gets the chance to do anything. Rhea Ripley was fumbling over her ass when she first got to the main roster, but y'all gave her an opportunity to fix it. It took her a minute. It took her a minute. We talking at least 3 years tops before she was ready to be at the top of the mountain. So Jade Cargill ain't been there that long. It's not been that long. And whether you love her or hate her, she deserves an opportunity to be able to do what she can. Now, whether you wanted it to be Bianca and her or not is irrelevant. Bianca was injured. Rhea was the girl who won the Rumble. That's the way it is. Fine. I could look at a situation and be okay with what I see. I don't have to have particular people because I mean, to me, if we're gonna talk about booking, I would have broke Alexa Bliss and Charlotte up 2 months ago. After Royal Rumble, they would have been broken up. It would have been Charlotte going up against Jade Cargill, whether she was putting her over or taking the title from her, because you have potential and longevity with Charlotte, even after Jade Cargill with Bianca and Charlotte, because they never really gave Bianca and Charlotte a real program, and they deserve to have one. So me personally, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. My own choices would not have been Rhea Ripley to begin with. But I understand why they did it. I want Jade to retain just for the sheer chaos of it. Rhea Ripley doesn't need Mania. She doesn't need it. She also doesn't need the championship. And if you're going to be booking, so you book out all the way with Bianca potentially coming in and going after Jade. To me, can you have that feud without the title? Yeah, but why would you do that? Why? When you can potentially have a good feud with Bianca and Jade, and you'll still have her flanked with her baddies, B-Fab and Michin. And if you're going to make them a stable, give them some legitimacy. Make them be the next tag team champions if that's what you want to do. Make it worthwhile. And then you can have Bianca build her stable if that's what she want to do. She can add in Jade Jordan Grace if she want to, pull another girl in, and they can go after the trio together. You got a whole storyline built already. But to me, giving the title to Rhea Ripley, that's a cop out. That is an easy way out. Let that girl, let her hang around SmackDown if that's what she want to do, but she don't need to be champion, in my opinion. It's not necessary. Now, if you don't like Jade Cargill, that's your business. I'm not telling you you should like her. I'm just saying there's other options. People really got, if you want new, then you have to let new come in and do what they're doing. You can't say on one end, oh, I want to see new people at the top, but then you're still begging for your favorites to win all the time. That doesn't work. You're double talking. Can't do that. That's all I'm saying. Now I'm picking Jade because I think Jade is gonna win. Now, if you pick Rhea Alexis, that's your business. I ain't mad at you. Do you, babes? But I think Jade is gonna win. We got one more match here. Let me see. Punk and Reigns, and then we'll be off air. We'll be out y'all here. Nicole, who you picking? CM Punk or Roman?
Ooh. You know what? I'm going to use my pass on this.
Ooh,
You
not your
bitch.
pass.
I'm using it for this one
Ooh,
because I honestly don't
disrespectful.
care who wins because
Wait,
it's
did
going to be
I?
bad. And it's
I
like,
fucking care.
and I honestly don't know what they're going to do afterwards. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just, I honestly just have to see how it ends to have an opinion. I'm being
Wait,
completely
Ooh,
honest.
child.
did
I
I
just
use
have to
my
see
pass?
That's
the,
actually not bad, honestly.
Did I
That
use
means
my
that
pass for night 2?
no, you didn't.
your
Oh
what?
shit! I
You
didn't use
did
my
use a
pass
pass.
for
Not
night
for night
2.
2. She used it on night 1.
No, you just used one. It wasn't the women's match. It was like, what was the one before that?
It was Finn's match. Finn and in
Who
the
were the other
Demons
Oh
ones?
god
match.
damn it! It was that stupid Oba versus fucking
Yep.
Lesnar.
You used it
God
on
damn
Oba
it!
and Brock. Oh.
Yeah.
The Pepperidge Farm remembers.
God damn it, Pepperidge Farm.
Yeah, because
God damn it.
I was like, that's a little early to use that.
I just look. Okay, you know what? I'll make this easy. I only have I have a T-shirt from one of these guys. Since it's the CM Punk shirt, I'm going with Punk. I'm gonna make it that fucking
I
easy.
think Uncle Phil's gonna win this one.
That's what I'm saying. I will
I
have an
think
opinion about how I feel about everything
depends on the match.
once we see who wins. Then that's when
Yeah.
I'll form an actual opinion about something.
I'll make her come in the live and talk about it then.
Yeah, I will for I'm off that day.
she's
I will talk about it. I will talk about
she's
my
usually
feelings.
right. So we'll let her come in the live on on
And then
Sunday.
whoever, and also and it's so hard because we won't also know the direction of where we're going with the men's
Until
division
they win.
until that's what I'm saying. Like, there's
Yep.
too much up in the air with them.
Yeah.
They control too
Especially
much.
the way they ended shit on Monday.
Yep, it was weird.
It was so nice. I was like, what's happening? What's
And
happening?
it was weird. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I
we
would have
gotta.
preferred if that promo was first, but it was just so they were so nice to each other. And I'm like, they must be so mad that they have nothing else to say.
Yep. They ran out of
And it's like you
everything rude
blew
to
up
say to each other. And you
everything.
know what? They're like, you know what? Fuck you. You actually are good at your job. But
Right.
fuck
Yeah,
you.
bastard. Like,
I appreciate your family. They really looked after me, but fuck you. That's
fuck
literally
you.
what they said. Like, it makes
That
no
was
sense.
it.
And then Roman was like, I respect the connection you have with these people because no matter how much they cheer for me and do all this blah A, B, and C,
They
I will
still
never
cheer and
have
love
that.
you.
He's like, I will
I
never
mean,
have that.
a
I
lot
mean,
of
and
people
it's
didn't like
true.
it, but I
That's
like
why
the realism.
high key, that's why Seth don't like him. And I told y'all that.
Yep.
That is why
That is
Seth
the
does
reason
not like
why.
him.
That's
It
very
has
much the
nothing to
reason
do
why.
with him not answering no
Yep.
fucking texts.
It's everything about his relationship with those fans and why they love him so much. And I'm like, well, I mean, I like the realism of their promos last week. I just wish it would have happened. I don't know. I wish it would have happened after Mania. That would have made more sense to me. But I'm going with
Nothing
Uncle
about this
Phil. I
damn
think
mania
Phil is
makes
the
any
winner.
fucking sense.
Alexis, did you
Grandpa.
pick?
Yeah, I
You
picked the
picking
guy
Punk
who's
this time?
yeah, yeah, because I have his T-shirt.
All right. We have picked everything. We've been going for 2 hours and 18 minutes. So I'm going to let them go. You guys can follow us on our socials. I'll be sure to post the results of both shows on our Instagram. And I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.